producing a good workable bus system to provide for the traveling to and from school for the children. Where is it?
Let me tell you something. What the People's National Party says no, that we are in opposition, that what we will do is create a subsidy for children. So we will say to existing transport operators that if you want to come on to the subsidy system, you're going to get a card machine. We're going to give the children a card. And when they have that card, it is like a debit card. You go up on a taxi, you swipe the card. The card will be time sensitive. It can only be used between, let's say, 6 a.m. in the morning and 9 a.m. when you must be on your way to school. And another 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. in the evening. By that way, parents can check them children. We can know which taxi them take. Same way, like what they must say about the bus. Because I want to tell you something, I am for a bus system, I'm not against a bus system. So I don't want nobody get me wrong. I'm going to play a tape later when 2022 me a call for bus to come here. So I am for the bus. But I'm saying as a government, we should not be buying old buses. So if Mark said the bus them old and the bus them old, you can't beat him on that. Back off of the man. The damn bus them all.
Okay, so the question I'm asking you, let's look at it a little.
If you want to finish the school, the transportation thing, I can't finish it. Because we have a plan, a clear plan that will affect more children than the present plan of the GLP.
And I'm asking the question now. I'm suggesting to you now.
Yeah.
You were saying a minute ago that the plan is to use the voucher system
I never said voucher,
and set up a card system.
Hey, I never said voucher. I say a card like a debit card.
Okay.
Where the children will swipe when they go into the taxi. That's what I say.
So the question I want to ask you. So the question I want to ask you: is it the same taxi that we have now, or are we going to get a new set from Jupiter to come and do it?
The same one where I carry the children. This GLP.
Hold on. With the record that these taxi people have.
Hold on.
With the record.
Hold on. All of a sudden, no. Hold on, man. Hold on. Because this is where I want you to go. These taxi men have been carrying these children for the 9 years that the Labour Party in government. But now, 2 months before election, they are the darkest, dirty set. We don't know, I have nothing to do with them. That's what you're saying to me? That the taxi men who have been carrying these children for 9 years, because you carry some old bus now, they can't carry them again? Tell her.
I am suggesting to you that the Jamaican society has suffered at the hands of this system with these drivers, with their behavior, their conduct, and the habitual accident. We have taxi drivers.
So may I ask you a question? May I ask you one question?
Hold on, let me finish. Could you let me finish, bro? Let me finish, please.
Finish.
We have taxi drivers who have molested young girls. We have taxi drivers who have abducted young girls. We have taxi drivers who have charged for murder. We have taxi drivers who have caused multiple deaths by way of their driving. Me and you know that the
we have any politician that has been charged for murder?
Say again?
Do we have any politicians that have been charged for murder?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Right. Absolutely. You have politicians who have been charged for murder.
All right. May I give you 2 more minutes because I have 11 minutes. May I be on for now? Go ahead. Finish up.
Yeah, all right. So I am suggesting to you, sir. When we are having this kind of debate, it must be a debate where we start somewhere with a view to end up another place. I strongly believe and support this bus system. Mind you, it might be fraught with an initial startup and hiccup. I heard somebody said, we're discussing the issue, and the person said, the fact that we have this level of discussion, it simply means that Jamaica is moving forward with the kind of discourse, whether we disagree or we agree which side of the fence we are on. But I believe this move is a bold forward step for the Jamaican society.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Some other people are calling. Let me give them a chance. I am for the bus system too. And I'm also for the subsidy. So the people of Jamaica, because the buses are here already, and I said that, We'll get the buses and we'll get the PNP plan. So those who the buses can't reach, because, I don't understand all of a sudden now our taxi men are the worst. That's what the GLP is telling us. That the taxi men that have been carrying the people for so many years, we're not done with them. So let me ask you something. The 100 bus can carry the whole of the pit of them? You think the 100 bus can carry all of the pit of them? Taxi man go and still carry them. And they have carried them on an ungrateful set. One is an ungrateful set. That's how I deal with people. That's how I deal with people. The taxi men, no good no more.
Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the ways of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law do we meditate day and night. For we shall be like trees planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth our fruit in our season. Our leaves shall not wither, and whatsoever we do shall prosper. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show for yet another Wednesday evening. Welcome to the peeps on Caribbean Radio. Bless upon yourself. Portland Spice TV. Colin Shakafi and Bell on TikTok. Yeah, man. Everybody there this evening. Blessings. And the call them are coming fast and furious. Is one who want to talk about some. Good evening.
Evening, Colin.
Yes, man.
Me force the call. You know what the JLP them and some of them fall around. And not even jackass brain them out, Because you think the bus can reach everybody? You have some community where the bus will never, ever, ever reach. A taxi have to carry out them picnic, right? To a pickup point, So you can't talk about your dumb taxi man. The bus cannot reach everywhere. It can't.
Brother.
So we better be very, very careful what we really do.
Is 100 buses,
Exactly so.
It's 100 buses. And I'm going to work out something and show you.
And some community, the bus will not reach there.
No, but
it will not.
Hold on, Marshy. I'll show you something. So the man says 47 30-seater, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's 47 times 32, sorry. Times 32. That's 1,504. 1,005. Wait, what a wicked phone lockdown for me. Right as me start the calculation. It's not dead, this phone are dead. But when you check out the buses, Marsh, the buses in one trip, all of them together can't carry more than about 5,000 people.
It will not.
You understand? So
yeah.
If you carry 5,000 children, I'm not sure so much, but I'll work it out. If you carry 5,000 and you make 2 trips, the phone are dead. You make 2 trips for the day, then that is 10,000. So what is going to happen to the other 300,000 children? Because I think about 400,000 children will ever go to school in Jamaica. What is going to happen to the rest of them?
But I tell you something too, Colin. Yeah, some year with some school, the bus will not be able to reach that place,
No, we know that.
Right.
We know that.
So when them going to disrespect taxi man now, you know something? Sometimes you never will try to talk about them people. But let me tell you something. There's a secret that leak, The election might cause sooner or later, and certain place want blue that to do a last minute poll for sure say the JLP in front,
They want blue.
Yes.
We say they want blue that. They want blue that to do a poll now.
Certain people want blue that. It done. The poll done already,
Yeah.
in the mind of them, it done set up. So Blue Dot are going to announce it now
So
to fool the people then.
So Blue Dot will come out to the next poll now.
Yeah, because them don't even know so not everybody them for chat to, because then secret are reveal all the while. So people will look up, Blue Dot will be coming with a line poll right now.
So you said Blue Dot coming out with a new poll?
Them will come with a new poll. Them will wait till when the election call. The election will call very, very shortly. The election might very well call Sunday night.
Tell her!
Maybe.
Tell her!
So it's a general shit now. So then Blue Dot are going to come with something right
because,
after.
You know something, Marsh? The longer they wait, is the more things coming out, because
yes,
a scandal coming out tomorrow, you know.
Yes, I was told. I was told by you, and I can tell you, me and the next MP from St. Thomas, a friend, and me and him talk. He told me too.
Yeah, man.
Right?
Yeah, man.
Right.
Something coming tomorrow. So I am telling them, brace on yourself. One more coming tomorrow.
Yes. Yes.
The longer they wait is the more things going to reveal to the people of Jamaica.
More things are going to reveal. More things are going to reveal.
A lady from Montego Bay called me today. And she said, Mr. Bell, I have been following you on social media. Hold on there. Hold on there, shower man. Hold on there. And she said to me, say, you see this song you name Blood and Fire, Comrade?
Yes.
It is a call to action. It is a call for the people of Jamaica to rescue Jamaica from these looters.
Because
you see this busting a mash? A big food somebody and Yama fight.
Why you have a middle person? Why couldn't the government to government? Why you have to have a middle person?
Look, man. They're not food eating, brother. Election money. That's why them have to come. Every bus I reach before the end of July, brother.
Yes.
So they have to come because the money have to distribute. And some labor rights now open them eye about them choose Jamaica. I choose Jamaica. That's not
that
a GLP. That's not GLP slogan. Choose
Jamaica. Why me want to get rid of certain set of teeth right now?
Tell her.
That's because I choose Jamaica. Because let me tell you something. I've said something, I think. I just said let me say prayer program. I mean, say it again. No. The man, them, he is big time. SSL, them give away the money to them friend run away. Them and them friend are going to meet up and them money, the man are going to get feeding cut out of it. You see them take time to kill the SSL argument. You know what you said, the Colin report now come out?
Yeah, well, you see, a whole heap of things, And I had a discussion with Simon Crosskill today. And you see that report, the GLP, I had a consultant to tell them to increase their salary by 230%. And they pay that consultant $1 billion. And nobody has seen that report. There's so much nastiness coming out of this government. And Marlon Morgan, they on radio call Mark Golding despicable. Marlon Morgan, you're sick stomach.
You're lucky. You realize I'm not pay the man anymore, man. I'm not talk to that again, man.
The man talk to that anymore, man. You can be supporting Andrew Holness and call anybody despicable.
These guys are just some. These guys, man. Hey, man, talk up the thing. Here, sir, you talk up the thing. Continue.
Show man.
Yo.
Wagwan.
Tell Marsh ain't tell too much lie, man.
What kind of lie Marsh tell now?
I mean, Marsh come on the program with you lie, man. Tell the man tell too much lie, man.
Then which line tell? Tell me which line tell.
Pay line tell. He come about Blue Dot and he come about SLA. He man tell too much lie, brother. He come like a leader.
So you say no Blue Dot poll now come out?
The poll now come nothing, brother.
Hey.
Marsh know too much I didn't do a lie. Colin.
Yeah.
Tell him get the program a break a little bit, man. Tell him what's lie.
So why am I tell him man to get the program a break? How am I do that?
Tell him what's lie now, coming no choose and nothing. Oh, I choose Jamaica. How you choose Jamaica?
I choose Jamaica.
You not choose Jamaica, you choose Rise United.
Tell me where him name? Nigel Clark choose.
Nigel Clark chose Jamaica, but he get big job on foreign.
You are the finance minister and you give up your job to go foreign. Nigel Clark choose the IMF.
Hey, look at the man. RNF chose Nigel Clark and them buy about guy with him. Kind great.
Peter Phillips,
great man.
Peter Phillips and Omar Davis were made similar offers and they did not leave. They did not take it.
They never get no offer. No offer.
Sure, man.
Where's Omar Davis? Omar Davis a cook.
Sure, man. Omar Davis is the best finance minister Jamaica has ever seen.
Omar Davis mash up the country, brother. He bring Finsac come here.
What was Finsac? You know who caused Finsac? Edward Siaga is one of them who caused Finsac. After him borrowed 30 million. Eddie Siaga borrowed 30 million US dollars and saying forgot. And them kind of something there. Mash up the banking system. Why we had to implement Finsac so as to get back some people money. That's poor people could have get back their money. Don't talk things where you don't know.
Colin.
What?
When election come, you say election come and things like that. You say Omar Davis, he ruin it, he spend money foolish just to win election and bank up the country. When they
Hello. No.
Bank up.
You know what Omar Davis was talking about when he talked about run with it? He was talking about places like Highway 2000, bridge construction, how much things now them money are doing a run with it. So then just go take $1.4 billion by 110 whole bus. How about that? So why they never buy some new bus? Why they need have to thief some of the money?
Why they never buy bus for school?
How will buy bus for how will buy JUTC? How will bring in JUTC? Sure, man. You don't know nothing, man. 1998, the PNP brought in JUTC. In 2016, when we leave office, JUTC had 450 at bus rolling out every morning. How much they have rolling out now?
Then the bus get hold and we bring two.
I would never buy none from 2016. Hold on. Sure, man. From 2016 to 2024 to 2023, how many buses did the Jamaica Labour Party buy for JUTC?
Brand new bus, nearly 300.
You know, listen to me, you know. Listen again. From 2016 to 2023, how many buses did the government bought?
Them buy 200.
No, sure, man. They don't buy none. It's 2023, them buy the first few. And then get 100 last year. And then they must get about 60 and more this year. They bought none between 2016.
We get 100 first and 160.
But those were after 20. Some come 2023, and some come 2024, and some come this year. Before 2023, they not buy none. Not one. They allow it to run down. Sure, man.
Yeah.
You think it right for Andrew Holness and Nigel Clark pay a man $1 billion to tell them if he increase their salary by 230%?
Me don't know that. You me here with it. That's the first me hear that.
And the first you hear that?
You are
all right. Go up on your phone when you're done talk to me. Go up on your phone and go Google and say to your phone, say, how much was the consultant paid to tell the government how much to raise their salary by? How much was the consultant paid by the Jamaican government to tell parliamentarians how much to raise their salary by? Ask Google that and you will see it. $1 billion them pay for that.
All right, me have one more last question for you right now.
Yeah.
Where do you soon keep me down a West Portland?
Yeah.
Are you been at that thing upon it?
I mean that cheer the program, yes.
Cheer. I mean your leader come out and say he's going to dig out the stone out of the river and go dump up on swamp place.
Yes.
How can believe that's something at Portland when river come down, when you watch the people them?
Let me ask you something.
Tell me now.
Let me ask you this. What was Portmore before they start below us over there?
I don't like Portland. Different thing from Portland.
You don't know what this.
Portland, we're not talking about Portland and swamp. When rain fall, bang Taylor, everywhere Taylor got Portland, not Portmore.
No bank, not the nearest part that swamp there, brother. The swamp there on a flat called Woodstock. It's a level place it in, and if it can be dumped, house can build there. Portmore was swamp and sea. And on
see,
swamp.
I go build it. See, I go dump.
See, I go dump.
See,
I go dump no Portmore. No man manly dump Portmore, brother.
Yeah, this a man and a man.
Go check your history. Oh, no history. That's why you love this show, you know, because you learn a lot of things here. Norman Manley started Portmore. Siaga build the first set of house, but a Norman Manley dump it up, build the Dyke Road, and build the causeway.
Colin.
Talk it up.
I feel only go weak left on this. If you only go weak on this, me not go hear your mouth and the car you go head pressure go lick it as you're missing in action. Yo.
I don't think the Jamaican people don't do no man. I don't think the Jamaican people fool. Anytime I don't call it, I can't teach that one here, you know.
We never say Jamaica as long as we live again. Rise United. Rise United, done.
Little more Andrew Wellness Party, because this is not GLP, the Andrew Wellness Party. This, you know, you're all talk about the Andrew Wellness led, the Andrew Wellness led. Little more show.
The Rise United led.
We don't have no Rise United. One PNP, blood and fire comrades marching on to progress. Little more. Little more.
Rise United.
Little more. Little more. The Colin Bell Show. Welcome, everybody. Yes, sir. Sorry about that. My apologies. My apologies.
We waste more time with that propagandist, man.
Yeah, man. A serious propagandist, you know. GLP propagandist. Talk to me.
Mr. Bell, I was watching a program last night.
Yes.
And I saw the invites them for the bus. Have you heard about it?
We don't know if them real. Me see them, me have them here too, you know. Me have them here. But me don't know if them real.
But if you look on the letter, who signed it?
No, that's the letter from the trade board signed by Danville Walker. I don't know if it's real neither. But me have all of them.
All right. Well, don't you have a government stamp on them?
Me not see no stamp on the one me have. Me not see
the
invoice. Me not see no stamp on the invoice. Hold on, where the letter there? I'm looking for the letter, but I don't see no stamp on the invoice. Hold on, see the letter here. I mean, I see no stamp on the letter either.
All right.
Me not see no stamp on none of them. Me have the two documents where everybody have float around. I have not seen any stamp on them.
If that was a lie, why Danville Walker and the rest of them just quiet? If that is a lie.
Hold on, me not say a lie. Me say me no know. Hold on, you know I see this, so I'll put it over the other place.
No man. Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
If it's true.
I look at the documents.
Mm-hmm.
I will work out all the 100 bus at 18,000. So work out at 18,000. Each bus is $2.5 million now.
Each bus is what?
If we work out the bus, it's $18,000. Each bus, one bus, right? It's $2.5 million now.
If you work out a bus at...
If we work out the cost of one of the buses, the ice cost for the bus is $18,000 on the sheet.
That's not the ice cost on the sheet that I have. I have buses for $20,000. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of the buses on this that I have is for $20,000. Yeah. Those are the highest. I see bus for $19,000, $14,000, $11,000. The lowest I have is $9,979.99.
As I say, so if we work average at 18,000, right? The average will come to $18,000 per bus, right? That's $2.5 million.
That's how much?
$2.5 million.
So you're saying what? To say that no.
So it reach $1.4 billion.
This is only 20 this is only 20 of the buses. This is not all the buses. The invoice that you're talking don't have all the buses on it.
No, what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If minister said the 100 buses $1.4 billion.
Yes.
So what he's saying then, you ain't get bus, there's a bus going to come. Some of them will cost 100,000 or them way there.
Well, I don't know. I just know that when I look at this $1.4 billion for 110 all bus, it's pure rubbish, garbage. I am not buying that. I believe in a school bus system. I want to see a school bus system, but $1.4 billion, 110 all bus. Some of them are 16 years old, 15 years old. Them say them have 10 years old and 8 years old. I'm not taking that.
What
I want to see all the documents. I want to see all the documents.
I want the black boss to dispute those documents that coming out and carry his document and show us.
Well, we want the documents from Mr. Vaz, from the Transport Ministry.
Right.
We want the documents to come forward. We want all the documents.
I don't want him.
But I want to tell you something. I want to tell you something though. That you see this invoice that we have here. If the VIN numbers on them are for buses that come to Jamaica, we can find out the costs that was paid for them. I am telling you that. We can find it out, and we are going to find it out. Unless these buses are not the ones that come to Jamaica. But if they are the ones that come to Jamaica, once we get the VIN number, you can find out the last time the bus was sold and what it was sold for. All right?
Right.
All right, my brother.
But I don't, Jamaica must not wait until when election comes about and come now. He must come between the week for the week done with his documents. Because he must have those documents in his
Yeah, man, the documents are to be available. He must make them public.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Don't wait till end of July.
Little more.
Yes, my brother.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
876-804-7072. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. Please turn off the instrument in the background. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, Colin.
Yes, sir.
Tell the showman, sir. Now, one thing from address this, Stephen. Tell the showman, sir, the concept or the idea of using the material from the river to fill out the swamp and build a house on it is a feasible and doable one.
Of course.
Case in point. An example, a typical example I'm not about. Look from the causeway, the Portmore causeway, the Portmore leg of the expansion of the causeway. So.
Yeah.
Right from across from the mall, across from the shooting range, right back to the old zinc factory.
Yeah.
That expansion, that expansion of land, was gained by dumping the swamp, and doing what they have to do to ensure, them solidify the substructure and build a highway upon it.
But look
and
here.
Stand up the strong.
No, may I tell you something about that highway there? You see right which part the zinc factory used to be? Even after them do it over, it's still a sink,
Yeah, and them come on and
the same company. The same company that did the highway from Ocho. No.
Boeing.
No.
Not Boeing?
No.
Okay.
The same company. What I tell you about is might something different where I don't even know if you know.
Right.
This company that built the highway from Ocho Race to Port Antonio. Field Construction.
Field. Yes.
Dig it up.
Yes, you're right.
And use foam.
You're right.
It's foam on the road out there.
Yeah, man, some thick white foam.
Some thick white foam.
You're right.
Them lay out there, so.
Right.
And then put mud on it and put back the road on it, and from that it not sink.
You're right. It never sink again. That's true.
Yeah,
true.
Man.
Let's see what the man must be in it.
Brother,
I mix up the boy with the fills.
If house build a Portmore party, house can build in the swamp. And what them talk about?
But Colin, if the highway where can't so much weight on it, can't stand up there.
Yeah, man.
In a swamp, on top of swamp.
Yeah, man.
Then that housing scheme that like child's play, man.
But let me tell you something. You see that concept that the party leader spoke about?
Right.
engineer and everything go through it already. So it never does come up so.
Colin.
It never does come up so.
Me know some them man, I don't know. Me know some them concept, I don't know, pie in the sky thing, you know. Me know some
it's a concept that thing, you know. Engineers have gone through it already, look at it, check everything and say, yes, this can work. You understand?
Yeah, man, because you know, out of someone look stupid. So them do them feasibility study, the most of that.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Me know some idle chat, me know that.
But listen to me now.
Tell Showman, man, to come again, man. We don't come again.
Showman is watching to learn, you know.
Exactly.
So maybe
so reverse psychology.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. All right, brother. Respect.
All right, bro. Take it easy.
Yeah, man.
Bless.
Cool.
Cool.
Hello, good evening. Hold the line for me, please. Hold the line for me. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Even, sir, babe.
Hold the line for me. Hold the line for me, please. Let me just read. Right, Robert Brown says, Pauline, what is that? Nothing about the buses is good. Not the way the government operates. No feasibility study was done to procure these buses. And then I go down a little further. J. Rob said the first scheme built in Portmore was Independent City in 1969 by West Indies home contractors. When did Siaga build the first scheme? Maybe me get that wrong, but I know say Norman Manley started the whole Portmore concept. Go ahead, caller.
So Negril no swamp plan to Colin.
Hold on. When Michael Manley did a Bill Negril, that was the thing them cause him said him a Bill city in a swamp. Negril is swampland.
Yeah, exactly.
Negril is swampland.
It's swampland.
But you see, a lot of people who are talking, you know, just talk from the seat of them pants, or talk from gut feelings.
You see, small-minded people think small.
Yeah, they can't see big things.
No, they cannot see big things. I have to think outside of the box.
Yes.
To generate these things to become reality.
Yes. Yes. They can't see them thing there.
No, them can't see them thing there. And you see, he shot them so much, you know, they might look on this piece of land from all long and a real vision for it, you know.
Yeah, but I tell them,
real visionary come.
I tell them that the MP for West Portland have absolutely no vision. He lacks vision.
Exactly. And you see, just like how they do in Norman Manley money, where they $12 billion take a gateway, right? Yeah. And take some, right? This is the same thing with this bus, with the bus money.
Yeah, man, it's another scam like the drill.
Because them find some way, you know, for them get them pay out, you know, because them know say them now go back in a power, you know, right? So them find some scam, you know.
Them a full in pocket, you know.
Exactly.
And using the children to see if they can use the children to get to people. These people stop at nothing for power. You remember how they behave over the dead baby thing in 2015?
Yeah, exactly. It
was a cruel thing.
And them a worse scenario now. Them
24 babies died in one hospital. And they have given no interview to nobody but for them people them.
But what if it was a full audit of all hospitals over around the country? What the numbers look like? What does the number look like?
Hold on.
I hear the spirit of a little baby crying, saying, why didn't the people keep the Labour Party government in? If the Labour Party government was in, I would still be alive. I hear the spirit of the baby that have died because of the government of this government. 18 babies have died. She don't need to pass the law. She don't need to lock up anybody to demonstrate her real care and concern for the children of this nation. All she needs to do is to fire the minister of health.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. Yes.
Yes, Mr. Bell.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Colin, comrade, and put out the bell.
Colin Trumpet.
Colin Trumpet.
Yeah, man.
Let me say something to you. When the Andrew owners got Port St. Mary with Montague.
Yeah.
And I see him was saying, oh, them for build one well. And him I tell us for the well bill, it have to go through procurement, and it have to advertise, and it have to go back this so, and it have to come back this so. And it will take like 6 months before the people could get. You know, if you see that clip there with Andrew Willis, done with Montague. I'm saying, Montague, how much it costs again? And it have to go take all kind of things. But with the bus now, them never do no procurement. It never takes 6 months. It never go through. It never advertise to buy some old. Because those are old bus, you know. An old bus, this American old bus where them use out. And them is why them want to talk about white man this and white man that. You got buy old white man bus.
And
No, it's serious thing.
No. Lord God.
The reality is, when you talk about old bus and them fix, and a new bus, a whole bus, an old bus, every bus in the JUTC bus was new. When the PNP build the JUTC,
yes, man.
Build the center,
yes.
They create everything, they created from scratch. Everything was brand new, and them of course
pure new bus.
All white man bus, but they use and use out and revolt. Because the reality, you know, when you buy a car or a vehicle past a certain year, wait until you say the wear and tear of those vehicles is already brakes can malfunction, all kind of things can malfunction because it's been driving, the best part of the vehicle has been driven out, and anything is possible. So is you buy a old car, you have got a car mechanic, this is a broke down, as you fix one thing, one something done.
Let me tell you something.
You know?
You see those buses in America, every 6 months they go through rigorous testing. And if they find that something is wrong with them, they take them out of commission. So when you think about everything with these buses, some of them may have defect that the Americans found and took them out of commission. You understand? Some of them are very old bus. They have finished their usefulness in the American school system, and they take them out of service. Now, all I am saying, if the government was really serious and their only motive was to provide transportation for our children, would have gotten a set of brand new buses. But their motive was to steal and rob from the people of Jamaica to feather their own nest to run the upcoming election. That is what these monies are for.
Basically, what happening, Mr. Colin Trumpet, them find out, say, the PNP are lead, so they can't call election.
No.
So they run up and down.
They need to do something. They need something.
Exactly.
They need something.
Look at that point here. Look at that point here before we leave. 1 point before we leave now. Andrew Onis, them coming up power. Them buy a brand new Range Rover for themselves, brand new Audi. Them raise them pay to 300%. Them only get the public sector at 12%. And then get the picnic all used bus while they get superior treatment. Them are the modern day slave masters.
Yes.
Because that's what that means to slavery, you know.
Yes.
When in a slavery, you know, you go up on the Kingfield, go work, and you get 3 meals a day. That's all. While the slave masters reap the benefit and live a good life from the benefit. Taxpayers' money belong to the people. Every money we spend is belong to the people. So when you come in a poor, you go buy a second-hand bus and you buy yourself Range Rover and Audi,
brand new. Why they never buy all vehicle for themselves?
And Land Cruiser. One man buy 2 Range Rover.
Exactly.
Little more.
So give the people. All right.
Yeah, man. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. 876-804-7072. 305-654-7944. Caribbean Radio HD. Chat to me.
Colin?
Yes, nephew.
How you do, my brother?
Me I cry because I hear the dead baby them a ball. I hear the spirit of 24 dead babies crying. So why did you put the Labour Party in power? If the Labour Party was not in power, I would still be alive. I hear the spirit of 24 dead babies crying. Andrew no need for pass no law. Him no need for call nobody. Andrew need for fire Chris Tufton. Do you agree with me?
Colin?
I don't have no shame.
Colin, I understand what you are saying, and it is unfortunate, and it shouldn't have happened.
Oh, wow.
And I sure know that the government will make sure that it don't repeat itself.
Rubbish. It's 3 times. This is the 3rd set of babies that have died under Christopher Tufton. The 3rd set.
Anyway, I have some good. It's sad news but I have some good news for you.
There's no good news under the Labour Party.
Colin, you know better than that, Mr.
No better than what?
You know better than
Tell me about the $1 billion that they pay the consultant to tell them to increase their salary by 230% and 300%.
Yesterday you were asking how much they paid for the buses.
Nephew, is that a fact? That they paid $1 billion for a consultant to tell them to increase their salary?
I don't know.
Nephew,
about that.
You don't know about that?
I know that public sector workers
got. We're not talking about public sector worker. A consultant firm was paid to do some research and tell the government how much they could raise parliamentarian salary by. And they paid that consultancy firm $1 billion. You don't know about that, nephew?
I doubt that one, Colin.
You do what?
I doubt it.
I'm going to ask you, I'm going to listen to you, but I want you to do me a favor when you come off.
Yes.
I want you to go find out and come back and say, Colin Bell, you're too damn lie. Not no go. I bet you, nephew. I bet you. You can't come back and tell me, say, I lie, me I tell.
I'm not going to bet you.
Nephew, if you can go find proof and tell me, say, I lie, me I tell me, lock down the channel. I mean, no want to lock down.
I'm not going to bet you.
Nephew, anyway. You're wicked. Because I'm going to tell you, say you know, say I true me attack.
You know. Man, honestly,
know.
Well, all right, put it this way. Maybe I would have heard about it, but I just slipped me for the time being. Put it that way, no? That way.
All right, come see if you can dump out some garbage over here. We're all light at the same time. I'm bunny.
What is your argument about the saying that Mark Colin is promising to build some house and farmland in Portland? You know anything about it?
Yes, man, I was right there when it was said.
Explain that one to us, no, man.
All right, let me ask you something. Is there anywhere in Jamaica that was swampland that we have whole heap of houses now?
I know them build some in Kennedy Grove in Clarendon, and them have to dismantle them because it flood out, and people just couldn't stay there.
Okay, so let me ask you this. What was Portmore before them start build houses there?
Well, man, they use Matalan to dump up a section there and build house. And they complain about flooding when we have heavy rain.
Which part of Portmore flood when you have heavy rain?
Colin,
Nephew, you ever come to Port Antonio?
Yeah, man, I know Port Antonio good, man. My baby mother is from Port Antonio.
So, you don't know, say the whole of Port Antonio don't plan?
I know the town of Port Antonio is below sea level. I know that.
So, hold on. You know around this part they call Foreshore Road?
That is where we section, catch me up.
You know, around by the bus there, where you get the Kingston bus, where you get the bus to go Kingston.
Yes, man.
Go to the Texaco gas station. All of that I don't, Nevio. All of that I don't plan. Portmore and its swamp and sea. Negril I don't plan. And its swamp and Negril. People drain swamp, Nevio, dump them and build houses there. Come on, Nevio. I expect better than that from you. That's very disappointing of you.
So let me ask that thing then. Mark Golden and the PNP is talking about cheaper houses. Cheaper houses.
Yes.
How would you build house and dump land and it come cheaper? Explain that now.
You know why it's going to be cheaper?
Mm-hmm.
Because under the next PNP administration, when we are going to build 50,000 houses through our NHT, through the Michael Manley built NHT, 50,000 houses, and we're not going to charge Jamaicans for the land. So the land component of those houses will be excluded. And you know a lot of land now are going to feel like all $3 million. So your house will be $3 million less than what it would cost you now. Because we believe in land reparation and that Jamaicans must get access to the lands in Jamaica.
And that is a promise to the electorate to vote PNP in the upcoming general election.
Nevio, which party build the most houses at Jamaica?
There's some confusion there. They said that PNP.
Tell her!
It is said that the GLP have built 70,000 houses within 5 years.
The who?
It said that the GLP have built 70,000 houses within 5 years.
No go so Nevio. Not dump that garbage around here. Take it up.
Okay.
Not go so. Take it up and put it back in your old bus.
Who build the most houses in 1 year? Is it GLP or the PNP?
The People's National Party built the most houses in the 90s. I have the notes here, you know. I have the notes here. Remember, I brought on Dr. Burgess, and Dr. Burgess gave it to us year by year. You never listened to that program?
Yeah, man. I didn't listen.
Then, Nevio, we are come ask about. Remember now, you know, and then every house that the GLP built through the NHT, we have to give PNP some of the credit. Because away from the NIS, Labour right now put in no institution away from the NIS and the art and trust. No more institution no put in where really serve Jamaica, you know. And we can list out institution after institution that the PNP has put in place that is benefiting this country year after year.
No, we improve the economy of this country in such a way that Jamaica is now experiencing its lowest ever unemployment rate.
Nevio.
You want anything greater than that?
Nevio. In the 60s, 20,000 houses were built. How did I run things then time there?
It would be the Labour Party or each government those times in the 60s.
In the 70s, 42,000 houses were built. How did I run things them time there?
I hear them say that Tony Spalding built the most houses at that time and in 1 year. But we have no evidence.
In the 80s, 32,000 houses were built. Who run things in the 80s?
The Labour Party in the 80s. We have evidence of those being built.
In the 90s, 48,000 houses were built. Who run things in the 90s?
PNP, but we have no evidence that
so you have evidence of the GLP one, but you don't have evidence of the PNP one. Listen, 2000 to 2010, 40,755 houses were built. Who did I run things that time?
PNP.
2010 to 2019, 28,000 houses were built. 2019 to 2025, you know how much houses were built, nephew?
Tell us.
11,981.
So when the
PNP give a commitment that we are going to make houses, that is in our DNA. We build the houses in Jamaica. We give people the most lands in Jamaica. Land lease, Operation Pride. The most, when people get land in Jamaica, anytime people get in land in Jamaica, it is a PNP government that give the land to the people, to the masses of the people, brother. So if people want land in Jamaica, ensure that you have a PNP government. That is how people get a piece of the rock. That is how I man Colin Bell get to buy my first piece of land up a fair hill under PNP administration. Me never get it free. Me get it for buy.
Me give another caller a chance.
You better. You better. Don't change the channel. Just go and learn some things because we're teaching you. Because the Labour Party, nephew, you talk about the economy a while ago. In 2016, when Andrew Holness came to power, he promised the people 5% growth in 4 years. He have never delivered 2% growth. Talk to me, caller. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show.
Yes, Mr. Colin. How you do, sir?
But there, I teach.
Why you really teach some man. I know some of it really hard to learn about what is going on in our own country.
Yes.
Because I born 60, right?
Yes.
And I born in the parish of St. Elizabeth, Black River, to be exact.
Yes.
Right? And I can remember JP built some houses, and when Dada didn't build some, he was a member of parliament for
talk up in iPhone.
He was a member of parliament in that time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And then one next man named Poco Wright built some in the 60s.
Yes.
Right? And he just, that man, I remember when I was a little boy, I hear that when you go for a house, and say PMP, I tell you, say, vote is for 5 years. And then, house is a lifetime.
Yes.
I give the people them a chance and give labor rights,
Yeah.
Then, when they build some, but you never get to give them out because PMP did win 72, right?
Mm.
And then Michael Manley built some more, right? And then Edward Sierra come in, never build any, right? And then they were trying to give out this land where we are living in Lona, right? Where PJ developed also.
Yeah.
And hundred of people, man. Get when we say getting I mean we get it free, but get it apart.
Oh, and I find credit done. Hello, good evening. Good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. Hello, good evening. 305-654-7944. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show on Caribbean Radio HD. Caller? Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Caribbean Radio HD. All right, we're not hearing you. Don't know if you're hearing us, but we are not hearing you. You see, I'm telling you something. Yes, caller.
Good evening.
Good evening and welcome.
You're talking about the house. You know that Arnett Garden was a 12P concept.
Arnett Garden, no, but say Michael Manley start building houses them at Tivoli Garden.
May I ask you a question? Do you know what Arnett Garden was 12P concept?
I think me hear one argument like that.
You know that they weren't supposed to be. Those were supposed to be built on 87, not after the election. You know that.
Go again.
Those were supposed to be built under the Labour Party.
Yeah.
But them said not do that until after the election, and we lost the election and send it to. You know that.
No, me never know that.
That's how Tony's Party to build those houses.
Yeah.
Tavares Garden was also the same thing. You know that too.
Where?
Tavares Garden, Plainland.
Plainland.
Yes.
I'm not sure. No, I'm not sure.
Oh, you know, you don't know that. Oh, you know that you come with, you come with stuff. You don't know that.
Me don't know everything, brother.
Research.
I am not the wealth of all information.
But you sound so sure. That's why I said it. That's why you sound so sure.
Me sure about what me talk about. Me not sure about what you talk about. You have to know sure about what you talk about.
Well, all right, I'm sure about that. But you see, you know. But I know that those two housing schemes weren't built because election was coming and it's not built because after the election. So that's how Tunis plan to build those houses.
But you know, say Michael Manley did build Tivoli Garden.
Michael Manley was doing what?
Building Tivoli Garden.
How will you get that from?
Oh, so you don't know that. Oh, you don't know that.
Oh, you don't know that. When Mr. Siaka went abroad. When Mr. Siaka went abroad and found that place in New York, I think it's New York, the man said he want to bring that to Jamaica. A film concept that. He went and found place in Tivoli, I think right.
You're right, you know.
So, right.
True.
Yes.
And Mr. Siaka built and Tivoli Garden. And him run with the Rasta them from Tivoli Garden. You remember that?
Him the runner, he was trying. Him
run with the Rasta them. Root up the Rasta them and let them take with themselves.
Would you live? Hold on. Would you have lived in that condition down the back wall?
Hold on. The Rasta them did live down there, don't?
I'm asking you that question, yes.
Me don't know the condition down there. Me never did live down there. I don't know the condition.
They know your talk.
History said the Rasta them did live down there and him root them up and run them well.
Yes, because the condition that was there, people live under that condition there.
But I see him with your buster man to kill the Rasta them at Coral Garden.
No, do you know
have a thing for Rasta?
Me ask you a question.
You have a thing for Rasta. You don't like Rasta.
Colin, me ask you a question.
What is the question?
Do you know it started?
Tell me now.
You know it started?
Tell me. And tell me say you never move the Rasta them.
Hold on. It started from a gas riot because of some people, because the rest of man them start.
You talk about Coral Garden. Place, you know. Coral Garden never started from the gas riot.
Yes, of course. That's what it started. That's how it started.
Stop. Let me tell you how Coral Garden started. Some Rasta used to walk past some Rasta used to walk past some rich people place and then beat one of the Rasta. And the Rasta retaliate.
Just so Colin.
Yeah, because listen, the Rasta them retaliate with the gas station. Listen.
No.
What happened to the gas station was retaliation from the Rasta. Because the Rasta was beaten for walking along the coast, going up to, I think, Iron Shore up that side.
No, brother, that one wrong.
No,
you know that one wrong.
Hold on. The whole of that is documented, you know. That is documented.
Yeah, right, good.
And that on YouTube.
Yes.
So you can go on YouTube, go look on that. May I tell you?
Yes, it's documented. And they gave the history to what happened, how it started and what happened to the rest of them. Give all the history that.
Yes, I'm on here. For tomorrow? Yes, big something. Big something tomorrow. Yeah, man. All right. Yes, my brother.
Yes, the history, it is there. It is written. And I say where you are saying, it is written down. Now you can see from the first thing to the ending, you can see all of that.
And I'm saying to you, what happened? Yeah. A Rasta was beaten first. And then the Rasta then retaliate with the issue at the gas station. And that's how Buster Manti say, bring in all Rasta, dead or alive. If Barnett Street can hold them, which part tells what the cemetery name? The cemetery, what cemetery? Junior, we can't tell you this evening. So now I have a thing for Rasta. And that's why I'm burn out every Rasta who support the Labour Party. Every Rasta, every dreadlocks that support the Labour Party. Me burn them out. Me burn them out. If you are Rasta and you support the Labour Party, you are a rascal. If you are a dreadlocks and you support the Labour Party, you are a dreadfox. How can a Rasta man sing Remember Buster Manti? He serves us well. When Buster Manti say kill all Rasta, every Rasta that support the Labour Party must trim immediately. Talk to me.
You don't talk now?
Yes, you can talk now.
All right. So what I'm telling people who were burned out in the evening time at Orange Lake, those are people.
Go check the CIA report and see who burned down evening tide home. Go check the report and you will see who burned down evening tide home. Go check it. And go check Edward Siaga's statement after evening tide home was burnt. Go check it. The CIA report is now out.
Which time we can find? Which time we can find? We can find it.
Google it. It is out.
Where can I find it?
Google. It is out.
Where can I find it? You can make it by your skin.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show.
Mr. Bell.
Yes, sir.
You see that brother here we just talk to and tell you about Siago Bill Jungle.
Yeah.
An idiot that a jungle me born and grow. Siago never prime minister when jungle a bill. So how Siago Bill Jungle?
Him said no, him never said him bill it. Hold on. Him never said Siaga bill it. Him said it was Siaga's
Siaga idea. All to be Siaga concept. And he wasn't even prime minister no time at all when them host their bill.
So him said, me no know that
history. He man have no sense, brother. He have no sense. A foolish him attack. The Labour right them not like talk truth in a brother. The man give them to say yes to something about PNP, it's like it can't come out of them more. They don't know if to spell it, they don't know if to say it.
Labour right and truth. Labour right not talk truth, brother. Them not talk truth.
The concept of them boss now, Colin. The boss them where the school boss them.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. All right, them take off the door. Them are going to change the door, put on the other side. So how them are going to build the step?
Them build it, man. Them have one at Portland and run already where them do already, you know.
Why them money a waste of time? Why they never just go get some right hand drive bus? Why them have to use some left hand drive bus?
I hear a man called Simon Kraskill today, and the man say a brand new Coaster is 96,000 US. You take off the 20% import duty, and it end up at 81,000 US. One of them all bus here a cost with 80,000 US, brother, based on their figures. 80,000 US we are spent per one of the whole bus. 16-year-old, 15-year-old, 10-year-old. Why would you do that as a government?
I think of a setting a motion, I think, where you said it command to them kind of spending, yeah. It is very transparent, so no guy can pocket no money, because as far as me say, a pocket money when they make them exuberant price about $1 billion for 100 bus. Weird.
And that's why I'm upset with the labor rights, you know, because labor rights are defending the raping of the country.
Yeah.
And they don't realize that these men who are raping the country are not the kind of labor rights that they are used to. We have a set of bandits running the Labour Party now.
Shasta, before you go, I want to ask you something. One to that bridge we used to call back in a pandemic time. Labour Dan, one to that bridge.
Well, Labour Dan used to call through Caribbean radio. I don't know if him not listen Caribbean radio much anymore, but me tell bro Gary to tell him me dip on the radio again, because I am on Caribbean radio right now as we speak.
A long time in the ear, me know.
So me tell bro Gary to make it know. Brother Watto, you know Labour Dan? Our sister Tanya, Nikki Boo, and you know Labour Dan Arlene, you know, make Labour Dan know so we're there, a burn out Labour right. All right, my brother.
Yeah, man.
Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. We are live on Caribbean Radio HD. And if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please check out Portland Spice TV at YouTube. Subscribe, like, and share. Talk to me, caller.
Yeah, Colin, we're calling from Canada. I want to ask a question regarding the solar farm that this guy, Matthew Samuda and Julius, said was going to build on top of the dam. Remember them said they build a floating solar farm?
Yeah, I think a water commission was going to do it. I think it's done. I'm not 100% sure. So, I'd have to double check it, but I think...
More have to find out if that thing that they make. Because they start show so other things that build some...
Yeah.
Cover off the whole of the dam with a solar farm, so if you bring power.
Yeah.
I don't know how that go. More find out if that's still go on.
Well, next thing, I'll check it and let you know.
I
I said the PNP pick up the Vaz, you know. You see the school bus thing is a big setup, you know. So you see them guys, I notice every time the PNP says something, they run out with it. So this one when them come out and try and fight ISAT to the one school bus.
Yeah.
It was just a thing to fight ISAT. And then when them find out, say, yo, it'll take on like a bit of traction for people to talk about it.
Then
run, go buy the bus. And that's why if you notice all the dates for the bus them arrival and the shipment and all that thing, it's just recently.
Yeah,
because
man.
them they do it first. ISAT them they fight against first, you know. Remember, say before ISAT get planted out of Portland properly.
Yes.
Then we say them are coming with them too because ISAT they are set a thing. So ISAT then they come to fight with the one school bus.
Well, let me tell you something. 2022, I was calling for school bus, you know. And
yeah, remember the part there.
Yeah, man. And them quat and them come with school bus now.
So recently, because of ISAT, them started the school bus thing. Remember them say them get one and them will get the next one.
Yeah, man.
And it's going to be funded by the private sector.
Them say a private sector by them, yeah.
Remember? Yeah, the private sector is going to fund it. So it's a setup. I'll get them get set up. So what happened right now is the next drill scandal is bigger than the drill, as I say.
It's bigger than the drill, brother. Big scandal. It's whole heap of money them are robbing at this.
That's what I drove right now.
Whole heap of money are robbing at this, brother. And the labor right them can't realize. Say I rob them, I rob money. We don't have a problem with a school bus service, you know. We are all for a school bus service. But by new bus. By right and drive bus. What the government do wrong?
Do the right thing and done.
Yes,
Just do the right thing and done.
Yeah, man.
No knee-jerk reaction. Because next time I come back, try to say, can bring in some bright yellow school bus and friend people who don't use something. They're going to say, oh, government will do something. No, it's garbage.
Garbage. Little more, brother.
Little more.
305-654-7944. Good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show.
Bless up.
Welcome.
No, one question I want to ask. What Jamaica really want? What really want in Jamaica?
What do you mean? What we want? We want an honest government, a transparent government. We want prosperity. We want our economy to grow. We want to be safe. We want to see murders going down. We want to be able to feed ourselves so that we're not begging and behaving like papas at America's door. We want our children to have access to education. We want our people to have access to health care, good health care. So we want all of those things.
The health care, hold on. The healthcare system and the educational system. But you know what I realized? They need to check out some of these teachers' mental disability because some of these teachers, they are so dumb. Let me tell you, it's not the children's fault that I plenty of teachers them. Come back to the politician. If PMP come back in a power, baby, it's the same cry.
No, it's not going to be the same cry.
I tell you.
I am telling you, it's not going to be the same cry.
I remember when I have my child, I remember when I have my daughter almost 30 years ago. KP was in power. And God bless my mother, when we know Queeza, she have to make the something in the wood, crazy cane to make tea. We have to buy, if we go buy sugar, we are married. Let me tell you something.
Hold on a little bit. Don't pass that yet. Don't pass that. Because that sounds like you're talking about 79 getting to 80, right?
Right.
Well, let me tell you what happened that time. Because a lot of people don't understand what happened then. And I want somebody to call Mr. Vegas to the front of the class. Because I hear him with the same argument. And you need to know what happened. At that time, the Edward Seaga invited the CIA to come to Jamaica to destabilize Jamaica. So it was America and Eddie Seaga and the Labour Party that destabilized Jamaica at the time. They formed the PIOJ and asked the shopkeepers and store owners to hide the food. You remember them time the PNP used to say stand firm?
So PNP grown on it. Libagora, Batona, Sabatani, all the PP, all the shop, the supermarket,
the main suppliers, and it was backed by the CIA. And you heard me tell the man a while ago, a bad time, me and alive, me have to call you back. You heard me tell the man a while ago that the CIA report has been released with all of them something they in it now, where you can find it, where the CIA admit that they were a part of the destabilization force to destabilize Jamaica. In fact, they try even to assassinate Michael Manley. So what they did was get together with the big suppliers and hide the food, lock off the food. And when PNP says stand firm, the GLP was saying stand firm and eat worm. So when you go buy all that bread, you have to buy a pack of stay free. When you go buy sugar, you have to buy paint. Yes, it happened. But you must know why, what caused it. I was living in Shrewsbury.
All right. I'm going to tell you what I see, big man. I come like so education, they have degree and ton up. But let me tell you something. The only thing can serve the whole world. No politician can save the world.
804-707.
Anyone going there is a problem. And we are going to be a problem.
7072. Sorry about that call. I didn't hear what you say a while ago.
You say you sound very educated and you have a university degree. But let me tell you something. If the next minister going at the same thing.
No, not going to be the same thing.
Listen to me. Hold on, man.
But me not have to listen to rubbish, man. I rubbish that.
Get me talk, man. Listen to me. The bad boy, they go like a them wrong thing. When the police is stepping up, listen me, I'm wrong thing. You know, I cry out now. One more know what the man to do. One more know why can you not respond to chicken price? If PNP come in, we're going to get chicken price and I say about.
When the PNP come in, we are going to start producing more because the PNP have planned to produce. This Labour Party don't believe in production.
Let me tell you something.
Me, I tell you something now, so you listen. Listen.
Big man.
Listen. All right, so me have a button, you know. So if you're not listening to me, me just squeeze the button. God, when you are telling me something, you say listen, me listen. So when me say listen to me now, you must listen. This all right. This government have no plan for production in this country. The country needs to start producing. We need to start earning more US dollars. And until we do that and start to growing the economy, we are going to be suffering. And we have a government that have been in there for 9 years. And for the 9 years, they have not been able to grow the economy past 2%. Not one time.
All
right, little more.
Listen to me.
All right, let me listen to you now. Go on.
All right.
Let me listen to you. Talk.
But let me tell you something, King man. The only person who can change the world. Hold on, maybe one second. What about if Mr. Trump decides to take over Jamaica?
Trump can't take over Trump can't take over Jamaica. It's like somebody that try swallow what them call the fish them. What them call the fish they want to do help maca them. If Trump try to take over Jamaica, must swallow the wrong kind of fish, man. Can't take over Jamaica. All right? Little more. 876-804-7072. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. Caribbean Radio.
You have WhatsApp, Colin?
Yes, man, we have WhatsApp. But you know, upon this,
I did want to send you the clip with the CIA where them did have the interview. Make you could play it.
Oh, you ready? Yeah, man, you can send it to this 876-804-7072.
Hold on, all right,
876. Just
hold on.
Hold on there. Excuse me 1 minute. 1 minute there. Hold on. You hold on a little bit.
This government does not care about your health. I hear the spirit of a little baby crying, saying, why didn't the people keep the Labour Party government in? If the Labour Party government was in, I would still be alive. I hear the spirit of the 18 babies that have died because of the government of this government.
Here on Joelness.
18 babies have died. She don't need to pass the law. She don't need to lock up anybody to demonstrate her real care and concern for the children of this nation. All she needs to do is to fire the minister of health.
So somebody now want to tell me say Andrew Willis is a hypocrite? 18 baby dead. And him say Portia must fire Fenton. 24 baby dead under Christopher Tufton. And what? Caller?
Yes, sir.
Talk to me.
May I tell us if you tell me the WhatsApp number so we can send
876 804 7072. Send it to me.
All right, I'm going to send it to you right now.
All right, cool.
Yeah, man, cool. Bless.
Yeah, man. Hello, good evening. Welcome to Caribbean Radio HD. Lose that caller. 876-804-7072. 305-654-7944. Talk to me.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Which government devalued the dollar?
Which what?
Which government devalued the dollar at Jamaica?
Which government devalued the dollar? Every government devalued the dollar.
Who started?
It started under the PNP in the 90s.
Okay.
Because Edward Seaga had a fake. Hold on. Edward Seaga had a fake market. So the man in PNP win, the dollar start the value. Because we did have to let it go.
Which government start the dollar? Because it was 2 for 1.
Brother, you hear me say to you a while ago? Edward Seaga had a fake market running. When the PNP got in power, the IMF said, listen, go to a market-driven dollar. And that's when we start the free trade in the market. Right? And
so
the trade.
Under which government start the dollar? That's the question you ask.
But me not answer that question. That man have said something wrong with you? Me never answer your question. Or me answer it too easy. Then me not say that dance. Sure, man, you make me all okay. Sorry, man. My apologies, man. But you're going like you're deaf or you're deaf or something. You asked the question, and the first answer I gave you, I said it started under the PNP. And you asked the question 3 more times.
You know, that's when Jamaica started to get crashed because it was 2 for 1.
All right, let me ask you a question. What was the debt to GDP? 19.
We don't know what that time.
Oh, you don't know.
But if it doesn't never devalue, the Jamaica only reach like this because it's 2 for 1.
But brother, why the dollar devalue? Why? Why the dollar devalue?
A PNP started.
Why?
Because crash program started. That's why the dollar devalue.
Brother, you don't really know what you're talking about, man. Get a little more knowledge.
People go, they go collect money and car. That's why I run out of money.
Let me say this to you. You know what is GDP? Caller?
People work and collect all the and go collect check at the end of the day. That's why they must borrow money.
All right, little more. Cool.
And I PNP started.
Yeah, man, cool. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. We're live on Caribbean Radio. Blessings, welcome.
Labor
You can't call upon the phone and the phone and have the connection. 804-7072. Yes, caller, you were saying?
Yeah, I try to find from Caribbean Radio. Say now, listen Caribbean Radio no more.
Oh,
I
that's a
Shaka Pia. If they don't have Shaka Pia, no name Shaka Shield.
That's
a run and lose the beat.
Our labor done. Tell him
Yeah,
to check. So hold on. When say him now come on Caribbean Radio.
Right, you say that come from Caribbean Radio. You know,
all right.
Shaka Shame.
Yeah, man, that's all right. Shaka Shame, no have a problem with that. You can't call me anything. Tell himself to check out Portland Spice TV then on YouTube. Because we want to hear him.
All right. Don't give me a message that I'm all right.
Yeah, man, cool. All right.
Yeah, man.
Original labor done. 876-804-7072. Talk to me.
Good evening, Colin Bell.
Good evening, sir.
You see, when you're having a conversation with certain people, you don't even stretch it out because labor right just now face the fact. You tell man yes, you know. You tell the man say PNP. The first question the man asks you, you say PNP, you know.
Yeah.
And the man asks you over.
But you know what mash him up? Me answer him too easy because he come for a fight. Yeah. And I say I talk truth. So if something are true, me not fight you. A true. So me gonna answer your question.
And when you ask him, say, what was the debt to GDP? He don't know nothing about that. So him know.
Him just hear the labor right them say, and the PNP the dollar start run.
But look now. There's something really important for them to know.
Yeah.
Because they say a Michael Manley sabotage and mash up the country. The week after Siago win the election,
Yeah.
Every goods was back on shelf.
And a lot of them got dumped too.
Shipment.
Hold on, but a lot of those goods got dumped. Because which part used to live at Shrewsbury. About 3 truckloads of mackerel them can come dump over one gully named Chris Garner. Round they stink for months.
Exactly.
In Ocherios, some of the big supermarket got their goods dumped by health inspector because them full of weeble to the amount of time with them hide the goods.
Johnson was building nutriment and them something and a stack up. We have some of the worker them and a build on a stockpile.
Yeah.
Shipment coming in at the wharf and them unload it.
Yeah,
so
man.
Them need to know them thing there. Them just have got evening tide. Them not listen news. Them not listen certain things.
No, but you see the CIA report is now out. So when you come ask me about evening tide fire, it's in the CIA report. Go check it.
But them no want to read it. Them I run. Them I say PNP I run with it. And them I run with it. Them just want to hear one little something drop, and them run with it.
Look what is going on now. Look what is going on now. I see the Prime Minister come up Port Antonio and say my break ground for a bypass. Do you know that bypass was a part of the original road from Harborview to Port Antonio? That the labor rights scrap?
Exactly.
Them scrap it and now them are come give it back like them carry something come.
Them scrap the Port Antonio to Morant Bay bypass. Supposed to be a dual carriage,
Yeah.
4 lane.
And
2 lane on the opposite side, And they scrap that.
Yes.
And every day the road keep digging up. This guy go buy some new old bus, which then get a permit, where they put in a new bus.
Yeah, that's what the documents say. And new bus.
And in price the government for the new bus and buy old bus.
We are going to find out all I do, We are going to find out all of it. All of it is going to be unearthed.
Them write a letter asking for a waiver for re-inspection. That means to say the bus them come and even inspect. Then come and inspect. So the logic behind it is that if Mark Golding say the bus hold a year, you ask someone yesterday if the bus no hold and him can't answer you.
Can't answer. Can't answer.
Him can't answer.
Yes,
the bus
hold on.
So
yes, Texter. They're moving the superintendent from Port Antonio because the soup. Here said the soup now go give the report to the big man. So the superintendent in Port Antonio get transferred because she not go give the report. Hey, tell her. Anyway, my brother.
Hear this now. 1 minute.
Yeah.
Who are the boss them? You know, say it is alleged that is Danville Walker bringing the boss them?
I never hear that. But
who is Danville?
No,
who is Danville Walker?
I never hear
he
said
is.
That. Go ahead.
Yeah. If you look on the paper.
No man, but Danville Walker.
I'm not be addressed the party, you know.
No man, but Danville Walker I think is the head of custom or trade board. Something like so, you know.
Yeah.
So is in that capacity. In that capacity, he gave permission.
Yeah. Oh, but he is the business partner to the minister's son. Did you know that?
No, me never know that. Me know say them a friend, but me never know that. May I take a next call? Little more.
All right, bless up yourself.
Yes, man. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show, live on Caribbean Radio HD.
It telling me that the number is not on WhatsApp, but check the 305. Send you a text message.
No, man, I said the number 876. You put 1-876 804 7072. I hit everybody I call me upon, man. All right?
No, man. Now you got it as me have to invite you to the WhatsApp.
All right, cool. Hello, good evening.
Go on, Mr. Bell.
Hello? Where I say?
You're there, man.
Talk to me.
St. Elizabeth, me there, you know.
What go on St. Elizabeth?
Why place whole of St. Elizabeth turn up.
St. Elizabeth turn up?
Election in our year.
How where I say?
Yeah, man.
I wonder if it a call this weekend.
Yeah, man, it have a call, man. No worry yourself. Go ask you a question.
Yeah.
Go all the time here you say, like you confirm say PNP win this next election.
Yeah.
Why you come to that conclusion?
Because when we look at what is happening on the ground and what we know. What you mean which ground? How much ground you know?
Which ground?
How much ground you know? How much ground you know?
Hold on. Let me tell you something. You want to hear? You hear me? Mr. Bell?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. There's a PNP on the ground. So you have a PNP more than labor right on the ground.
Talk your talk, man.
Yes, there you know to answer me, man. Look here, you have to take other view, you know, even if a person don't support your party, you know. You
then brother, then me not say talk your talk.
You know.
Talk your talk.
Yeah, but me I will tell you, say, out of the two parties, which one of them have mountains to climb? The big government.
Both of them.
Both of them? No, sir. Because remember, so one have 49 seats and one have 14, you know. And remember, it's the side where it become, if you're 14, your side we have 14. Need 18 seats from this incumbent government, you know, for big government, you know.
Very bright. You're a bright man, sir. Continue.
So, you figure them can get 18 seats from this incumbent government?
Yes.
Remember
and
the last
more.
poll I showed, the poll where you normally believe in, you know, the Danandis, you know, which we not believe in it. Where them say the two parties are dead, you know.
Poll never said that.
They're not 3%, man. 3% not. What you mean, Paul never said that, man? If a man 3% a margin of error.
Yes, so
but it can go either way.
Right. So with the PNP leading at 3%, we could also be 6%.
And the JLP could be 32% too.
So it could be a
and
dead
the PNP 29.
So Dan Anderson, the pollster, says that at 3%, he does not consider it a dead heat.
Dan Anderson a con, man. Let me tell you something, boss. We don't believe in a poll still, but look here. How come a leader more popular than one, and at the same time his party would be behind
the
party that is popular than?
All right, listen to me now. that question was asked in two ways. It asked who is more popular, and it also asked who is more unpopular. So there's favorability and unfavorable. Who is more unfavorable in the poll?
Let me tell you something, man. Me talk about popular, man. Who is
All
more
right.
popular?
So hear me I say to you. You see, if you want to ask me question for me answer, and when me ask your question, you jump a gully, we can't
Let me
talk.
tell you something.
Answer my question. Not tell me nothing before you answer my
Listen
question.
Me now, man.
No.
Listen me now.
No, answer the question. Who is
What you
more
say?
unfavorable?
Mark Golding unfavorable.
Rubbish. Rubbish.
And more
Andrew
unpopular.
Holness is more unfavorable.
No, sir. Andrew Holness. Upon the ground, yes, sir.
Little more.
Listen me now, man.
Me think I did that answer poll we that talk about. And I did that answer poll we that talk about.
A third term in our looking, man. Third term.
You know which term I load? Prison term.
Me no matter what no one say.
The prison term I load for no.
If PNP never go to prison, Andrew will go.
Hold on. What you mean if Andrew go?
If PNP party never go to prison, Andrew will go to prison.
A full statutory filing not certified. A full statutory filing not certified.
We don't want to hear about that, man.
Who is a set a lawbreaker. Who is a lawless set. Little more. On a lawless set. You can't operate within the laws of the country. You know, business about brother. You cannot do that. Excellent. I tell you that phone is not connected to the system. So you can't be calling me on that phone. Let me give you a call back. You can't be calling me on that phone. It not gonna work. And you see it? When me try call you now, you are try call me. Calling me on my straight line, on my personal line, not going to get you onto the program. This is the number you have to call. Excellent. If you call me on my personal phone, you're not going to get onto the program.
Yeah, because I was calling
excellent.
this number over and over.
Excellent. Let me tell you something. Hold on. Let me tell you something. You see this program here? It's not like the 200 people I'm on up on TikTok, you know. Thousands of people watch and listen to this program. No, hold on. Excellence. Excellence. Right now, we are on Caribbean Radio HD. We are on internet radio. We are on Alexa. We are on about 11 radio stations in the United States of America. We are on Portland Spice TV at YouTube right now. 937 persons watching that channel. You understand? So it's not like the people when you're on some TikTok channel with 103 people and them thing there. Talk to me though.
Good to hear your voice, man. Shaka.
Yes.
You know, when I listen to some of the man them talk, you know, me hear the lady talk about in the 70s. I see there's a problem with the Jamaica Labour Party. They have a natural way if they want to shape history and leave out important details out of history.
Yes, yes.
And they talk about how Michael Manley wrecked the economy in the 70s. Right? And they never talk about the important details that took place in the 70s. When Michael Manley assumed power in 1972, Shaka.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you the price for a barrel of oil. That was $3.56.
And then we had a oil crisis.
$3. And then there was the oil crisis.
Yes. Nobody
Oil
talk about that, you know. Nobody speaks about that.
They don't speak about that. $3.56. And by 1978, oil reached $14.85. And by 1980, Shaka.
Yes.
When was election in 1980?
I don't remember the exact date.
In October.
I don't remember the exact date.
But by 1980 May, oil was $39.50.
Yes.
So imagine you come in a government with oil, which is the driving force behind production in the economy.
Yes.
Basically, every aspect of life in the economy, energy. And it started at $3.50. And you reach as far as $39.
Yeah,
basically, what you're saying to me, there was it had increased by 11.5, 11.5 times the original price.
Yeah.
As a developing economy. How do you withstand that shock? And it even went on further. That's why Edward Sierra could not get any positive growth in the economy until.
But excellent. Excellent. When the Labour Party came in power in 1980, debt to GDP was 60%, you know.
I'm gonna show you that. So I'm gonna say this to you.
60%.
And with oil price going down to the point where in 1986, oil price in 1986 went down to $11 to $12.48. And that was when Edward Seaga, because after it reached the peak when Michael Manley started going down, Edward Seaga could not start to see any growth in the economy until 1986. But yet still our debt to GDP ratio moved from 60% when Michael Manley left it to 63%.
263% when we won back government in 1989.
And they're talking off their mouth.
But hear this,
and if you look at the adjusted,
excellent. Here why I tell the caller a while ago that Omar Davis is the best finance minister we have seen thus far. Getting the economy in 1989 at 263%. When we leave office in 2007, we were at 115% with all the Finsac and all of them things that we them talk about. 115%. And that was the last time the Jamaican economy grew by 3%.
All right, Shaka, and then I'm going to go down to say something to the person, right? No, Shaka. And he talk about PMP. Because the PMP had to liberalize the dollar.
Yeah, we never had a choice.
Because IMF, we owed IMF. And IMF demanded that it be liberalized.
Yes.
Right? And the reason why we had a SC Shaka and people the Labourites must start shooting.
No, man, hold on. Excellence, hold on. Labour right and truth now have no lot in our part. So nobody waste time about Labour right must start truth. They don't. Left that alone. Continue.
No, Shaka. I'm going to say this now and then talk about Finsac.
Sure.
It was the behavior of the Edward Seaga regime. If you read the Finsac archive and the timeline, it tells you that the bad policies from 1986 were what catapulted in Finsac occurring in the 1990s.
But excellence.
Because there was a creation of an unregulated banking sector.
Excellence. It was Audley Shaw in 2008 that ordered the Finsac inquiry. They spent $110 million. The PNP got in power. Peter Phillips said, "Nah, spend no money on it." I think him spend little to keep the office. When they came back in power in 2016, Audley Shaw spent further money, bringing up the bill to $150 million for the Finsac inquiry. A preliminary report was submitted to the Labour Party government, and they decide not to release a report on Finsac. Now, every Labourite who continue to talk and ask about Finsac are a set of blind Bartimos. If Funo government order the inquiry, get report and information, and refuse to submit to release that report, you no realize, say, something there with them no like. What is wrong with you now? Continue, my brother.
Shaka, so you hear me, when you look at the Finsac outline, it speaks to the policies of the poorly regulated banking sector in the 1980s, in the mid-80s.
Yeah.
That led to a lot of financial institutions coming on board that were not regulated, that were doing poor business practices. That led to people getting loans, 3, 4, 5, 6 loans on one piece of collateral that did not even value half the money amount the loans they got. And that is what led to the catapulted, part of what led to the catastrophic demise of the financial sector.
Anyway, excellent. We can't keep you much longer though because a whole heap of people are called.
All right, Chaka. But next time we'll talk about Tufton and dead babies.
Yes, we need to talk about Tufton and dead baby. We could do that Saturday morning.
All right, brother.
Blessings. 876-804-7072. Labor rights continue to ask about Finsac reports. When me hear them ask about it, me know that them not have the knowledge. Turn off the instrument in your background, please. When I hear...
Sorry, Mr. Colin.
Welcome to the show, ma'am.
Yes, good evening.
Yes.
Why is Labor love your platform? I have to ask that question.
I don't know, maybe because me talk to them nice. Me accommodate them. But I want to teach them, so that's why. And sometimes I call for them call to me, say, call me and tell me about this. You know?
Because they're coming over and at the same time they don't want to learn. So why they coming over?
And I come with lie. I'm tell them, say them not going dump out the garbage around here, you know?
And you realize all of them sound the same? All of them sound the same.
Yeah, man.
Them just sound dumb. No intelligent one.
Sure, man.
All of them are the same. My God.
Yes, man.
They hate tough bad.
Me I tell you. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from St. Mary.
St. Mary, welcome to the Colin Bell Show. Yes, man.
Thank you.
All right.
And when they were talking about the dump plan, you see in Port Maria, the whole of Port Maria dump plan. And a lot of houses being on the dump plan, a lot. So what they're saying is crap. So it can work. But they just want to make trouble. You know, they're troublemakers.
They don't only for swamp plan house building a man drain the swamp and dump it and build house pan it. Zin? All right, hold on. I give you a joke. They are building a urban center in Port Antonio. A place named Brian's. Be a dump plan. A dump, when you dig them the land, the amount of water will come up on you.
No, but what Jamaica is built on land, wood and water, don't it?
Talk to me, Carla. Talk to me. But the labor rights are catching on to straw.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
They're just troublemakers. They're troublemakers. They love war. You know, they love the mix up. They love all the antagonizing type of behavior. So them just, you know, but whatever into a man, it have to come out. You understand?
Yes.
So,
all right, Carla.
Then go on.
Thank you.
All right. Take
man.
Yeah.
305-654-7944 Caribbean Radio HD. Talk to me.
Brother, a man almost cut me throat today. The same thing when the woman has talked about the dump and about how Mark Golden a jump up. But them a go build place where name Portland or Portland
Buff Bay.
When them a dump up. And I say, Bola, what was Portmore before it was built up?
Thank you. What was Portmore? Swamp and sea. A whole heap of seed and dump.
The man was still they send me voice note and I'm separate about Portmore, the dump plan, brother.
Niggeril was a swamp.
Exactly.
Niggeril was a swamp.
Exactly. The man almost chastised me. Last night, another one called me and I tell me about Finsac. I said, bro, you know about Finsac, I know that whole, but when you follow history, you need to read. Finsac was a result of the labor rights administration Edward Sears and Colonel Charles.
Finsac was not the problem. Finsac was the solution to a loose banking system, as Excellent just said a while ago. Is after the banking sector mash up that Omar Davis put in FSC, all of them something there. When you hear we are talking about when you hear we are talking about deposit insurance, Omar Davis put in them there something there.
Yes, and I explain to the man I try to get him to understand that that's the reason why Finsac was formed. May I still say if he knows the Colonel Charles lose 2 banks. Me ask him say if he know the thing about the Crown Hotel with the downtown. Ask him up already the hotel. One of them where they were on a back road were lean. Me ask him if he know the history of how them come by when they did a track, when they spend out Jamaica money and I wash the money.
Yeah. So you're not asking if he didn't know say you're not asking if he didn't know say Siaga borrowed $30 million and say if he got.
Exactly. Me say what about the money that Siaga borrowed when they ask him about it? He said no about that.
He said never remember. Never remember
no,
that.
No, not Siaga, the person say him no know about that.
There's a man. Caller, there's a man sitting in the parliament right now with Finsac bail out. A man sitting in the parliament right now will write a whole heap of bounce check. Still in the parliament. So that's why when the Finsac report come, they couldn't release it. The GLP have more skeleton in Finsac.
And in their closet. Because when them did do the inquiry and Nigel Clark find out what happened with Finsac. Don't touch it. Nigel Clark find out what happened with Finsac and the report come and later go see them. That's why they fear to publish the report. And I don't understand why is it that they love to twist the narrative. And the PAP sit down to we, the people, and the opposition. We sit down to quiet and talk.
Brother, let me tell you something.
Need to talk.
Hold on. I brought Omar Davis to this platform. And we talk a lot about Finsac. You would be surprised to hear how much people got back their money because of Finsac. Would have lost their money had it not been for Finsac.
Yes, because remember he used the social jail and the NCD. Because remember when most people turn up to some of their banks, they were told that their money were transferred to other financial institutions.
Yeah, man, it cost the country.
We were able to help them recover.
It cost the country a lot of money to pay back those. But I'm going to take a next call here.
Yeah, man. All right.
Blessings. Yeah, man. 876-804-7072. This is the Colin Bell Show, where the truth is our mantra. The truth and nothing but the truth. So we're not allowing anybody to come over here and dump out them lies. All wicked them, not talking the truth. It's only she get bailed out that's still in the parliament. Talk to me, caller. 876-804-7072. You call me straight. Call me on WhatsApp. And if you are in the United States of America, call me on 305-654-7944. TikTok, big up on yourself. Talk to me.
I say, Mr. Fame.
Hey, Wagwan party.
Right there, I know.
Talk to me.
But no people don't know say I'll downtown and Port Royal and dump up.
Of course, only for dumb plan people live on all about at Jamaica.
Yeah, because none of them don't know about the earthquake where happened.
And tear with Port Royal, mash Port up Royal Kingston.
And Kingston and them have to dump it up.
Hold on, caller. May I ask you something? Tell me if you know this. What was the first name of Kingston? What was Kingston's first name?
Kingston first name?
Yeah.
Really, so I don't know that one still.
Anybody know? Anybody anywhere? Tell me what was the first name that Kingston had. Anyway, go in the argument. We come back to that.
So the labor, they know them, they're not to say, man. Them just play the blame game. Them desperate.
Very desperate. Very desperate, my brother.
But my question about the dead baby.
Yes.
In my time, when you never have mother in the hospital, back in the 70s and the 60s, when no far away, like my father, my grandfather, midwife, I never had them to hold up a death,
Yeah, when baby used to born in a them yard.
Yeah, a yard most of them born.
Yeah.
I never had them hold up a death,
No.
I feel excuse, say boy, of them premature.
And the mothers them now take care of themselves. At that tough time say. Blaming the mothers.
You want to tell me it's a premature death sentence?
No. Not at all.
Yeah, the way they must say.
That's not a cause for baby to die.
A whole heap of premature. Enough for people to live premature, you know. Live stable life.
Brother, babies born 20 weeks and live. 20 weeks and live.
So if tough time, I go tell me, say, the hospital and modernize it to deal with premature. You better them lock them down.
Somebody said Kingston was called Beeston. No, that's not the answer I'm looking for.
The opposition must call Mr. Tufton to resign, man.
Yeah, man. Then when I call for Andrew, same like how him say Sister P must fire the minister for 18 dead babies. We are saying, Andrew Holness, you must fire Tufton for 24 babies.
It makes excuse Liam, man.
But the people...
You can't talk about premature and I blame it upon all the mothers.
I am calling on the people of Jamaica to fire Chris Tufton, fire Andrew Holness, fire Darrell Vaz, fire Desmond McKenzie, fire the entire Labour Party. And when the PNP come to power, we need a forensic audit of Jamaica. We need a full audit of all the sectors that we can know how much money them rob.
Yeah, man.
Little more, brother.
All this about scandal, all this about 1 hour worse than the drill, you know.
This bigger than the drill, man.
Yeah, man.
1.4 billion, you know. How much I them take? How much I it?
Them take that 3/4 of the buy vote.
Talk to me. Little more.
All right, bye-bye.
Bless up yourself. 14 minutes going up to 7 o'clock in the United States, 14 minutes to 6 o'clock in Jamaica. Big up yourself if you are watching from the UK or anywhere in the Caribbean. Good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show.
Hello, Mr. Colin.
How are you, ma'am?
Good evening to you, sir.
Where are you calling from?
Thank you. I am calling from Connecticut.
Connecticut. Talk to me.
Heading into work. I'm a first-time caller, but I listen to your program all the time.
Thank you very much.
It just baffles me how...
Where you gone? Stay with me, don't leave me. Hello?
What I realize is that a lot of them lack the knowledge. The Jamaica Labour Party got rid of Jamal, and that's why they are so uneducated, because their goal is to keep them uneducated. So they act as a bunch of fools.
Yes. Hold on for me. Delroy Henry. Hold on, caller, please. Because I asked a question a while ago. And I said, Delroy Henry, Judy Roberts, they have part of it. Delroy say Kingston was beast and hog crawl. And Judy say hog crawl. No, it was Colonel Barry's hog crawl. That's what Kingston was before it became Kingston. Colonel Barry's hog crawl. Sorry, caller, continue.
Yes. So you're going to have to continue educating them. Let them call on your program so you can teach them.
Yes.
Because they still won't understand. They lack such knowledge. It doesn't matter what you tell them. And they are unable to have a real conversation and speak the truth.
Yes. Yes.
I am just so, it's so mind-blowing how they are just showing up themselves, even with the proof staring down their faces, they still will lie.
Yeah,
but
man.
what they don't realize is that more and more people are finding out the truth about the Jamaica Labour Party. There is more evidence, there is more ways to find what people are looking for. And a lot of people are not gonna vote for them. They feel like they're gonna win. They're not. A lot of people are just waiting. I myself, because I can't. It's just too much lies. Lies after lies after lies. And thinking that people don't know how to go and find the truth.
That's it. That's it. They are analog politicians living in a digital age, and the digital age is showing them up. When the Prime Minister come out and tell you that the economy is doing well, when the economy was in a recession last year, the 3 quarters of last year, the economy was in a recession, and we had a Prime Minister running around and telling us that the economy is doing well and good economic policy can nyam. What rubbish.
Total rubbish. And that is not how it is on the ground, because you go around and you see people who are desperately in need. Thank God for the people in the diaspora who are helping a lot of our brothers and sisters back home.
God bless you. Bless you, Jesus. Bless
them.
But
they want to talk shit, but give thanks to God. I'm telling you, their time is going to come, because God is going to show them up, continue to show them up more and more for who they really are.
Thank you for your call, and don't take so long to call me again, here.
I will. All right. Have a good one. Let me go back to class.
Safe travel. Yeah, man. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show.
Good evening, Colin. How are you doing?
Junior. Hey.
What go on?
No, I tell a man earlier. A man come on earlier and I tell me, say, a gas riot cause Buster man if he kill the Rasta them. I tell him, say, no. It start from a man a walk past a man place and then beat the Rasta. And the Rasta retaliate. No, so it go.
Something similar to that, but what the man then plant something and then destroy.
Then destroy the Rasta man and something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the Rasta man then retaliate.
Yeah, and then remember say they're gonna build Half Moon and the place at the same time, and the Rasta walk past.
Aye, man. Remember the walk past, you know.
Yeah.
The Rasta man walk past and get beaten too.
Yeah, we did hear him, you know, but if you understand him, you know.
Yeah.
Him fall through the cracks. But I hear you talking about dump up area.
Yes.
Remember when Norman man live in a dump the grill, they say him mad, you know?
Yes. I go build a house in a swamp.
When the airport a man to build in a building, they say government mad.
Yes. Because I swamp that too.
All right. Remember say, you know man to be good.
Somewhat. Not so good.
Aquasal.
Yes.
Pier 1.
Yes. I know Pier 1.
All right. Pier 1 and Aquasal. I see. So when you drive on the Howard Cook Boulevard, right?
Yeah.
Going down to Bourg. I see on that.
I hear you.
Anyway, you remember in the 80s, we had a whole heap of different exchange rate?
Yes.
About 4 or 5 exchange rate we had.
All right.
And when the PNP came to power, the IMF told the government they have to liberalize the dollar.
Definitely. Yes.
And then now, when the government decided to liberalize the dollar, the private sector and the whole of the businessmen said it was a good move.
Yeah.
But what caused the dollar to slip was Jamaica had minus $500 million in net international reserves.
Thank you, Junior.
We never have nothing to save the dollar.
Thank you. So the clown when it called me, I tell me about a PNP make the dollar devalue. Those are the reasons, because when I tried to ask him why the dollar was devalued, him couldn't stand up. So I think him take for himself.
Yeah, boy, sometimes them is just a poor excuse for a human being. Why they keep defending the government? And them realize them not have no argument.
May I tell you something?
Me hear nephew come on. And boy, me so embarrassed. We a big man.
Yeah.
You ask the man, who build the most house in Jamaica? Whether or not you like the PNP or don't like the PNP the most house in Jamaica.
Exactly.
Who was the first prime minister? About Samanti.
Yeah.
That can't change.
Listen,
but we
man.
build the most houses, we build the most schools, we repair the most roads, right? The most meaningful achievements in this country for the people of Jamaica was done by the PNP, you know.
The most institution that is benefiting us now was
It's
put
PNP
together by the
billion.
PNP. We can list them out from the TF to GSIF to the Health Fund. You name them. A PNP build the institutions that this country live by. The PATH program, all of them are the PNP put them in. What institution has the GLP put in place that is benefiting the people of Jamaica now? None.
We have to use GPS to find out.
Well, you can find NIS.
All right. I might give them a little bit of heart.
Yes, you give them some heart.
Right.
But that's about
me
it.
ask you a question. The member of parliament in Western Portland, right?
Yeah.
Is 18 years in power?
18 long years and nothing to show. You want to talk about nothing? That is nothing. And hold on, and I say that without any apologies. And all the labor right there with the pioneer, call Darrell Vaz, tell him, say, Shaka Fame, say, 18 years in that West Portland, nothing to show for it. Tell him, call me and defend it.
When could I believe one school all time money won't have? That wouldn't block him.
One school was built, but that school, everything was in place. There was a tussle where to build that school. And when him win the seat, him say, build it here, so. And it was built there. So him not find the money nor nothing to do it.
No, that's what I'm saying, because I believe one school.
No,
was
but
there for
you know
18 years.
Junior, you know the most shameful thing in West Portland is one high school at West Portland, you know? You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, one high school.
Me talk to you, know, boss, man.
But hear this, Junior. But hear this, Junior. And hear this, my people. Wanna listen to me good. There is one high school in West Portland, and it is in the most deplorable condition. It is the worst plant in Portland. No, Buff Bay High School in Buff Bay. Buff Bay High School. The plant is the worst in the parish of Portland. And in East Portland, you have Titchfield High, Port Antonio High, Fear Prospect High, Happy Grove High. And all of them are in better condition than the high school in a Darrell Vaz constituency. It's a damn shame.
That's a question, right? Any development take place up at the hills where none such came there? No?
No, but that is in East Portland.
No, man. I don't remember exactly which constituency, but I remember the area.
Man. They do little work on the road the other day. They patch out the road, but that's about it. Nothing.
But Colin, you know that Portland's supposed to earn half of Jamaica foreign exchange when it comes to tourism.
I tell them every day. I tell them that Portland by itself can double Jamaica tourism income. But it needs leadership. Needs leadership. And I see the lady dancing on the South Coast Highway. And come on now, MP. You don't have nothing to do with that highway. You are stealing somebody's roses. Stop steal people roses. The road from Harborview to Port Antonio was conceptualized by Portia Simpson Miller. Money found by Portia Simpson Miller. Contract signed by Portia Simpson Miller. Dr. Linville Bloomfield, the late MP, myself and the councillors and councillor candidate march from Fairhill for this road. So for you to be dancing on that road, you are shameless. You are shameless and stealing people's roses. Get off it! You know, nothing to do with that road.
I remember years ago, you know, we drive from Dragon Bay up to Nonsuch.
Yeah.
And down from Nonsuch back to Bonneview. And I can tell you, it's breathless.
Yeah.
You know about natural beauty.
Yes, man. Yes, man.
The most beautiful parish in Jamaica, naturally, is Portland, you know.
Yeah, man. I say it every day.
From any angle, you know, Art. I used to have a problem, you know, when I go Bonneview, you know. I used to go around the back, you know. I look at the hills of Portland, you know.
Yeah.
All over into the Blue Mountains, you know.
Yes, man.
And they look down and look on the coastline and look on the Navy Islands, you know. And I said to myself that, I mean, this is it. This is the ultimate.
Yes, man.
And I wonder why is it that parish is now poor? Portland was not poor, you know.
No, Portland was one of the wealthiest parish. Remember, this is where the whole tourism thing began, you know.
Remember down there, Ian Fleming and them man, they used to go in the last man.
And Errol Flynn.
Yes.
Yes, man.
So I'm wondering now what's going to happen. And the other thing before I go away.
Yeah.
The idea that you push every day about the sports and entertainment.
Culture and the creative industry, yeah.
Right. We still have a lot of people that don't understand the concept.
No, they don't. A lot of people don't. Not even Babsy Grange don't understand it.
And that's one of the biggest problems. Because if you can use that avenue to drive the economy, you can imagine everybody in Jamaica turn smarty.
How are you talking about, man? $30 billion coming into Jamaica annually. You know what that would do for our economy? And that is one of the things that we are pushing. And there's a commitment already for $1 billion each year to assist people in the culture and the creative industry. $1 billion. That is the beginning. That's not the total amount that we are going to spend on this industry to drive the economy, to bring wealth to our people, to generate foreign exchange that we now have to intervene in the market every day.
Anyway, you know, somebody is on call.
Yes,
before
man.
I go,
yeah.
One thing before I go.
Yes.
Pray for me and help me, because in the nights when I go to my bed,
yeah,
I hear the 24 babies crying.
I hear the spirit of a dead baby crying, Junior. I hear them crying, but Andrew can't hear them again. Andrew turned Prime Minister some money there for years.
No, because he's so affluent now he is full of wax.
Tell her.
We talk.
Junior, hold on.
All right.
Where Buster Man to say Barnett Street can't hold them, which part will hold them?
Pile River will.
Pile River, that's but it's a cemetery that Pile River.
Yeah, man.
So if Barnett Street lock up can't hold them, Pile River will hold them.
Anything that look like a billy goat, bring it in, dead or alive.
Dead or alive.
Bring it all baby face, man, dead or alive. What Barnett Street can hold, Pile River will.
Thank you.
We talk.
Thank you. Any Rasta who support the Labour Party is a rascal. Any dreadlocks who support the Labour Party is a dreadfox. Talk to me, caller.
Yeah, how you doing?
Hey, man. Sure, man. The people in my call for you, man.
Blessed, man. Boy, you know how long me I try to come on since evening and can't come on.
Boy, the line.
Busy, man. You're busy, brother.
From I come on, I not even get to say some of the things I wanted to say. The line will stop ring, but we welcome the callers, you know? We welcome the interaction.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead, my brother.
Respect to all the people online. Yeah, I mean?
Yes.
Blessed. Colin, you know, me pre a matter, you know, because it sounds really conflicted to me. Yeah. And I want to be certified, yeah, that this is the truth. I don't know if it's a miscommunication or what, but I want to be certified. Now, how much money we owe? The 2.3 trillion?
2.3 trillion, that's our debt.
Yeah. But listen to me, man. 2.3 trillion what?
USD? United States
RG.
dollars. Yes.
Then we can write off this thing, and then, man, what are we paying? How are we paying down debt? What debt are we paying down?
Listen, as I said on the program Saturday morning.
Trillion me talking about, you know. Why are we wasting money?
Hold on. When the Prime Minister come and say we have paid down the debt, or the debt is lower, he's lying. If he says the ratio, the debt to GDP is lower, yes. But we owe more money now than what we owed in 2016.
Yeah, but look at the real. Hey, 2.3 trillion. How much Jamaica on that, brother? Hey,
that's
what we need to do.
2.3 trillion is over 300.
Multiply that.
Over 320 trillion. About 350. Nearly 400
you
trillion.
See where I am?
Nearly
Listen to me, man.
Trillion.
Listen to me, man. Listen to me, man. We just lock up and vanish. Why are we wasting money? Yeah? Why are we wasting money?
Trying to pay down the debt faster than we need to.
Faster than we need to stop it.
Yeah, man.
Because it don't make no sense. Yeah?
It's going to put us in a worse position. You realize, Mystical, you realize that last year it wasn't 2 quarters of decline, but 3?
Yeah, man. And I realize this shenanigan that is being postulated by starting
3 quarters of decline we had, while they try to tell us it's 2 and it is not a recession. Lying set of leaders we have. A set of leaders that makes no bones about lying to us.
But Colin, you understand where we're at, though, and since Styles, man, we've been talking about this,
Yes.
Yeah, and my banner is a dead place, That's my banner,
Yes.
Yeah.
Cemetery,
and
graveyard, and
yeah,
prison.
man. Burial needs to take place now.
Yes.
Right now.
Yes.
Because if there's no burial, there can be no resurrection.
No.
You get what I'm saying to you?
Yes.
So we have to bury right now.
Yes.
Yeah, burial has to come on board right now. But the debt business now, me can't come to it yet. Me still I say a 2.3 trillion Jamaican dollar. You hear me? So me not go tell nobody say a 2 point. No.
Wishful thinking.
Shaka.
Yeah.
We cannot tell any sensible somebody that. You get what I'm saying to you?
Talk to me.
We cannot. So we just scrap this debt payment business. Yeah, we don't care what we don't want nobody know nothing know. Yeah. Yeah, we can't pay it. So why are we wasting money? We use the money for develop itself, and this government now, every month, them take away money. I pay down debt and paying down our debt faster than they are required to do.
Makes no sense.
What is this?
Makes no sense. What we have is a government that does not think. We have a set of people leading the country that doesn't have the critical thinking that needs to run a country. And that's why
that. We have a criminal enterprise, brother.
Well,
we have a criminal enterprise, so we don't put no code. Yeah, we don't try to put any code on it. Yeah, so that we may understand it otherwise than it is. Yeah. But the point I wish to make otherwise, this is an affront to the dignity of our people in Jamaica.
Big
the busting,
time.
Yeah?
Yes.
Two factors, yeah, that swerves the conversation, right? One, the cost. And I put it to you, brother. I put it to you that not 1 red cent was spent by the government to procure those buses.
Oh, yeah, say.
Yeah?
That's how you feel?
I am putting that, well, as some gut, as some heart, as some head, I tell me. And what 99.9% of the time, I'm right, Remember me tell you, ask IRS. Ask United States IRS.
Well, we're going to check it out.
Give you
we're going to check it out
on that. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? No money has been spent to procure that. Yeah? You can't go up on the garbage dump and pick up some stuff down a river town and come tell me, say, you pay some money for forget. No, man, just blatant and brutal. Yeah, because that is what it is. And secondly, you don't bring in my country. Well, it's not my country, me just on you. Yeah? Left and drive.
Hold on there.
Buses, passenger vehicle.
Mystical. That's what I was saying.
Sir.
I said it yesterday and I said it to Simon Crosskill today. The government should not buy left and drive ambulance.
Never, ever.
The government should not buy left and drive fire trucks. The government should not buy left and drive buses.
Garbage truck. Yeah.
The government should not buy left and drive garbage truck. We drive on the left in Jamaica, so there must be standard that the government operates by. The government cannot so loose.
This is a reckless criminal enterprise, man. You can't get nothing.
And people can't see that.
Yeah, It's bad. It's bad.
Hold on. Courtney Smith is saying to me, Colin, the debt is 14.4 billion US. Now, man, the 2.2 trillion is US dollar, Courtney. It's US, not Jamaican. Then if we did owe 2.3 trillion Jamaican, we don't want no money. Would that good? Continue, Mr.
Why? Tell him some agree with him, you know? Because me can't bring my mind to this 2.3 trillion US dollar. Me can't bring my mind to it, Colin. Yeah, what I say now?
Yeah.
Even legally, the law should prohibit. Yeah?
Yeah.
The importation of vehicles that are not road worthy. These vehicles, I don't care whether it is the buses that they brought in or it's the private vehicle that we purchase, yeah, coming into this country. This country should not. It should be a law. It cannot happen in America. It cannot happen in England. It cannot happen in Canada. Left-hand drive. You can't have no right-hand drive vehicle in them country.
The right-hand drive vehicle in the US is the mail van. I think the mail van, them are right-hand drive in the US. That's the mail van.
Yeah, I may not know everything, but I mean, in a country that is ruled by law. Yeah? You don't, man. And then you can have a man enter behind you as a driver and a brother man just take you out like that, just come in and just take you out and knowing to you just sit down as a sitting duck in a Jamaica behind you, a door behind you as a driver. Come on, man.
Well, let me tell you something.
It is not worthy.
Let me tell you something.
It is an indignity.
Let me tell you something. It's 2 people drive the bus one time, you know. Because
I tell you, man.
Them have a man on the right-hand side too, you know.
Yeah, if you tell him, say, man, no come over too much, you know, we'll be careful.
Them have a man on the right-hand side, so the driver on the left with the steering wheel, and a man there in the front seat on the right-hand side in an investor.
Yeah, man,
so
make him know, say, man,
two
go
of
too
them
close.
driving the bus, so him watch the door.
Yeah. Colin, it's just not right.
No, man.
It's just not right.
These are things, and that is why the Prime Minister statutory filing is not certified, and they don't see it as nothing. Because when Marlon Morgan like to come here and say the country is a country of law, this government is not abiding by the laws of the country.
What law? Yeah? What law? Yeah? It's a lawless country.
Lawless, my brother.
Lawless country, brother. We talk again, yeah, Colin.
Blessings, my brother. We talk. One love.
Bless up. Yeah, man. Cool.
Yeah, man. Portland Spice TV. Come on and like up the video. Like up the video. Almost 1,000 viewers. I'm going to have 346 likes. Like up the video, Portland Spice TV. TikTok on the door. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show, sir.
Evening, Colin Bell.
Blessings.
Another day too long. It's just some information more on to pass on to the PNP when you meet with them or anything. Regarding the housing plan that you guys have.
Speaking of the phone.
Regarding the housing plan that the PNP have.
Yeah.
What I'd love for the PNP to include in it to have some form of economical development also, so far as not economical, commercial development within the housing projects, so that I'm speaking from a Kingston standpoint.
No, but every time, yeah, man, when the PNP cut up them land, there are commercial lots and there are community center spaces in those lots. Yes.
Okay, because some of the reason why I'm saying that is that, especially in Kingston and St. Anthony, you see a lot of people coming in from, say, Old Harbour, St. Catherine, coming into Kingston to work. I was saying that if we're developing houses, we can also develop commercial zones within our nearby, so that we can also boost economic growth.
Yes, definitely. It is always in the plan, yes.
All right then.
All right, my brother. Thanks for the call.
Yeah, man.
My people, that's been a good evening. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show.
My people,
Turn off your instrument in the background, else you're going to get confused. Talk to me.
Yeah, Colin.
Yes,
First time caller.
Welcome to the show, sir.
Portland, I'm a place in Portland. I want me love for going off, Colin.
Portland is the place to go. Yes, man.
Yeah, but they say anywhere where somebody say the first place, me say me could go Portland, me could go Boston.
Yes.
Isn't you understand what I say?
Yes, man.
But how them people treat Portland in a way and treat St. Mary, me not approve of them. Them is not no leader, them not no vision. Them not no vision. And from a leader not have no vision, him can't lead the people. Wrong or right?
Right like book. Where there is no vision, the people perish.
That's why you hear what the other day them a force Mark Colin to tell you what him do for the people them is a 3-card trick.
All right.
It's true.
Go ahead. All right, give thanks. Go ahead, Colin. I'm listening to you.
Yeah, what I say. So here again, my next start. The boss. Me I work bus from in the 90s.
Yeah.
I never seen a left-hand drive bus come to Jamaica.
Hold on, the caller. Hold on. Let me just acknowledge what the Virgin said in the chat room a while ago. Yes, the 2.3 trillion is Jamaican. It's Jamaican mystical. It's not US. Just confirm that with Ralston Iman. So the $2.3 trillion debt that Jamaica owe is Jamaican. So yeah, it looked like the whatever billion US is right. Sorry about that, my listeners and viewers. So the debt is 2.3 trillion Jamaican. Continue, caller.
You understand what I say? From in the 90s, me the youth used to work bus in Colin.
Yeah.
I never saw the fan drive vehicle come to Jamaica. For work for public vehicle.
And then look who do it. The government do it. What kind of rubbish is that?
Let me ask you a question now. Is left-hand drive vehicle, see? What you gonna do? How much millions of dollars you gonna pay for put the bus, the door on the right, on the left-hand side?
You know them foolishness there,
how much millions of dollars you pay for put the door on the left-hand side and take it out of the road?
Yeah, man. After them rubbish they are going, brother. So I saw them a waste taxpayers' money and you have labor rights to defend them. Rubbish.
And the next thing, Colin, me's one of the father when miss a child, you know. When my child dead, and I know me not see my child, you know.
In the 24?
The mother not see. Not in the 24, but a year ago.
Yeah.
My baby mother, she have a look high blood pressure.
Yeah.
From the clinic.
Yeah.
And them rush her down to Jubilee.
Yeah.
And he's off the baby father. I'm taking the mother.
Yeah.
And them proceed surgery right away immediately.
Yeah.
Say blood pressure. Them have to cut her.
Yeah.
C-section, baby.
Yeah.
Me is no doctor, so me have to go through with the procedure.
Yeah.
Because me not have no authority because security eats me have, nurse eats me have, doctor eats me have. So that is the Monday. Understand?
Yeah.
That is the 30th of November, the Monday.
Colin?
Yes?
I am the mother.
Okay.
I am the mother. Colin.
Talk to me.
I went to the clinic on the 14th of November.
Yes.
I did a check and they said my blood pressure was 260 something over 100 something. So was that
Jesus?
Yeah.
That high?
And the eyes, Yeah, man, it's high. And my eyes dimmed because of it.
Yeah.
I had hemorrhage in my eyes.
Could I lose you?
So, yeah, I was dying.
Yeah, we could have lost
I
you.
don't know.
God is good.
Sometimes I used to feel a way by just talking about it, but I can't feel ashamed of something that I have no control over.
No, you have no control over that. Not at all.
I have no control. When I was at the clinic and they did the test, the blood pressure test, and they saw that it was high.
Yeah.
The doctor at the clinic decided that I needed to go to the hospital.
Yes.
So the taxi right away, went to the hospital. I was rushed upstairs on a wheelchair. They tried to induce labor by giving me some injections in my bottom, and
yeah.
I just found myself somewhere in an AC room with some people asking me if I was sleepy, and then I woke up again somewhere else.
Oh, wow.
And that was
which hospital was that?
For me. Jubilee, Victoria Jubilee.
Okay.
And I see this doctor slumped over my bed with a phone in her hand telling me that my child had some kind of issue with her lungs and she has died 6.5 months.
Wow.
And I did not her. I didn't get to look at her. I didn't get no death certificate, nothing to show that she even exists. Nothing at all.
Nothing to show that she came into the world.
Nothing. That's the trauma that we have to face.
So they told you they told you it was a girl?
I did an ultrasound, and we saw that it was a girl.
Right.
Yes, we saw that. We did. I did a couple of ultrasounds to see what was happening. The baby was fine. Amniotic fluid was adequate. Yeah. I was just very ill. I had something called preeclampsia. I was preeclampsia.
Oh, okay.
So it the blood pressure to go up, and then I fell into some real illness.
I want to say this to you, though. I want to say this to you. Give God thanks, because with that kind of blood pressure where you just tell me a while ago, trust me.
Yeah.
You have to give God thanks that you are still here with us. But
and the fact that I still can see.
Yes.
The fact that I still have my eyes, I still can see.
Give God thanks. Give God thanks.
I watch your program. Thank you for being a champion, Colin. Thank you for being out there on the road, Colin. Thank you for being up and showing yourself and being an advocate and being a champion for us, Colin.
Blessings.
You understand? There's sometimes I don't feel like talking, and I don't feel like I should share my story. Sometimes I feel like I'm nobody, but I still not gonna talk.
Yeah, man. Sometimes you have to share because trust me, you have some people out there go through some serious things. Yeah. So don't be ashamed.
So, Colin.
Yes, I.
Colin.
Yes, Daddy.
So when me I say right,
Daddy me I call you, because you stand up. Love that.
When me if you try to tell you now, call us. Colin.
Yeah.
Sorry about the name though. Watch it now.
No problem, man.
But go down there. The Tuesday now, them say the baby live and kicking.
Yeah?
So watch it now. The young nurse give me a piece of paper, a white piece of paper with my name and everything and certain other little thing for go down and the nurse for go look on the baby.
Yeah.
So the African nurse now take the paper from me and say, no, the doctor not available down there now. You have to check back like 2, 3 o'clock in the evening.
What that?
So when that is Tuesday, that after she have the baby Monday in the C-section, that is Tuesday now, may I tell you about. I look for things, them and certain other things. You understand?
Yeah.
So Tuesday now, them block me off. When I go back in at the evening now, them say the doctor still not come. So me I go on away, say, want to my baby.
Yeah.
Make more off to see my baby. You understand what I say to you?
Yes.
Them say, Daddy, definitely tomorrow when you come, you are going to see the baby.
I don't like how that sound.
You understand what I say to you? So I come the Wednesday now, Colin.
them say the doctor still not coming in the morning. So I start flare up and
so why the doctor have to did it for you see the baby?
That me I understand. Why the doctor is there for me, see my child, is me the father for the child. The mother tell him, say me is the father. And the mother cannot see the child. The mother is go totally blind at least 3-4 days straight after she do the C-section. So me have to do everything. You understand?
Yes.
So them block me off from see my child now. So Wednesday when I go in at the morning, the same thing. So me have to rumble now. So I'm go and come back because that is 7 o'clock in the morning. Because 2 times I visit hours. So I'm go away and come back in the evening now. Them have from reach Spanish Town Road, Colin, me know say a vibes change.
Yeah.
Because me I play with my baby from in the belly.
Yeah.
Me play with my baby from in the belly.
And talk to her. Yeah.
Kick her from I come through the door and me touch my baby. She calm and alright and collective. Mother get her ease, cause father come for taking charge now.
Yeah.
I saw me and my baby at all, Colin. So when me reach Spanish Town Road now, me I say, you know something wrong up at the hospital. And some feelings come over me. And me reach my baby mother tell me say she have something to tell me. Me say my pitney dead. Because that them are gonna tell me. Because them never make me see my child before. Anything, because them can draw a card. Them can tell me say my pitney dead. And them thief my pitney. Because I don't even know if it's a blue baby, a purple baby, a white baby, a black baby. Me no know, Colin. Because them bar me away where you shouldn't bar the father from him child.
And I can say this, Colin, the men do not get any respect from the nurses or the doctors, point blank.
Rubbish.
The men are second-class citizens. The women are just the ones naming the children. You're just there like the mother and the father. The father is just excluded. The men don't respect, and they don't get to be a part of the birthing process.
All the way I tell me, say, you see, no right. All the way I tell me, no right. Something wrong with all I want to say. Something wrong with it. And I think, so to date, hold on, to date, you guys have not seen that baby?
No, we're never.
Because
listen, man, we don't need to get a lawyer because that no right. No, listen, me a stammer because you see, I have an experience, a personal experience. I have a son that was born at 20 weeks. Here? 20 weeks. And is alive and well right now. You hear me? And when that child was born, in fact, the mother took sick and they rushed the mother to the hospital. It's not in Jamaica though. And when the child was born, they had to take the child from the mother. And when the mother regained consciousness, they said to the mother, the child is still alive, but because of the time, we can't guarantee you anything. What do you want us to do? And the mother said, I want my baby. That happened the Sunday. I leave Jamaica and I got there the Wednesday. And when I got there the Wednesday, I was able to see my child. I had a meeting with the medical staff. And every day we were at the hospital seeing that child. The mother saw the child the minute she could go to see the child. So when you tell me all of them something, I know that they must say, the doctor, I don't need to get a lawyer. That is my suggestion to the item.
I will tell you, Colin, none of them government worker don't treat the citizen with no respect and no manners, and we pay them.
Of course.
And them treat we like with nothing. But you have got in the store, in the wholesale, in the restaurant, in the hospital, in the dentist shop. Everything where you got, them people you don't deal with people with no form of courtesy nor respect nor we is the same thing just like them. When you have on a uniform, Colin, you feel like you're more than the people where pay you.
Caller, I am suggesting to you both that you go see a lawyer and check out this thing, because there was no reason to keep the father from seeing that child.
Yes,
Can't work that out.
And the one last thing, Carlos, Colin, sorry, the one last thing, Colin, where I want the people them for acknowledge. It's when the baby mother them in the institution, them don't get no good care. The bathroom is ox style. The window where the maternity ward there, a beer, juice bottle, water bottle, all of them things, they hold up the window. Just forget here. No AC in that room where the mother them get cut. Them have to carry them fan. Them have to carry them pillar. Them have to carry them sheet. Them have to carry them tissue. Them have to carry them own maternity pad. Them have to carry everything come in about the ward to survive.
My brother,
them have to carry them because me is a father and me experience all of them things there. War go on down the Jubilee Hospital. Not treat the mother for a reason.
All right, my brother. I feel it for the item, but I am suggesting I'm going to talk to a lawyer. Here, big up on yourself. Mama, bless you. God is with you.
All right, Colin.
Bless up. That not sound reasonable. It not sound good. Not sound good. We have to be better than this. Better customer service. We have to be better. Let me thank everybody who tune in this evening to the Colin Bell Show. Thank the people at Caribbean Radio. Thank all of you at Portland Spice TV. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. Share this channel with the people in your contact. Yeah, man, like up the video them. You're the final caller. Go ahead.
Yes, Colin V. Yes, I have a stupid question I want to ask about the bus. Just a stupid question.
Go ahead.
So they plan to move the doors them on the bus and put it on the other side, right?
Yes, they are doing that. Yes.
So when they move the door from one side and put it on the other side, the door is going to be behind the driver? They're going to move the steering wheel too?
Right behind the driver, yes.
So they're going to move the steering wheel?
No.
Because the driver is supposed to be on the other side?
No, they're not going to move the steering wheel. They're going to employ 2 people to drive the bus.
What a thing.
I don't joke.
Just no answer, so you know.
I think I have a picture I can show now. With the bus, with 2 man, the driver with the steering, and there's a next man up front there. Let me see that picture there earlier too.
One is a driver, one is a co-driver, one is a co-pilot.
A shadow driver, see it here? If you can see the screen, you see the vest. One with the steering, and the next one in the vest over the next side. 2 of them operate the machine. Okay. Yeah, man. It is a waste of taxpayers' money. The idea of a school bus is the right idea, to have a school bus system to assist, and it needs a subsidy system. But for government to be bringing in left-hand drive vehicle in Jamaica should not happen. That should not happen.
Yeah.
And if you are a labor right and you can't see that, then you are not choosing Jamaica. I say we choose Jamaica. Blessings, my brother. One love.
All right, brother. Take care.
Thanks, everybody. This has been the Colin Bell Show for yet another Wednesday evening. We meet again Saturday morning right here at 9 a.m. sharp. Don't miss it. Remember, subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell that whenever we are on, you're on. May the good Lord continue to bless and keep you. Make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up his light and give you his peace until we meet again. Blessings. What is it? Oh, you call and hang up. I see you call a long time and I see trouble by your number. But obviously you don't want to talk. Thanks, everybody. One love.